council and their families. It affects you guys as a whole, especially those who are being fake whacked. So for those of you who are in the meeting and did submit different exposures on Cody, if you could, if you want, of course, to resubmit them in the exposure chat so we can go over them as a group here, because I want to hear people who aren't blessed. I want to hear their opinions. Because again, Cody is a repeat offender, and I think this is kind of a unique situation because, one, he was blacklisted to begin with for booting and doxing. Now this is about fake whacking and fake blessings. So he's a repeat offender, but now it's different things. So I think it warrants a conversation that is much larger than the council itself. So if anybody wants to speak on it, if they experience fake whacks from Cody or experience fake blessings, this is your pedestal to do so. And of course, we'll hold a vote after this, just to see what we can do about Cody. But if somebody else wants to speak,
okay. Stream is up, gentlemen.
Can I say something? All right.
I'll look at Major Anarchy.
Sure.
So when Cody was in the party with us last night, he admitted to fake whacking Avaso and like admitted to like taking the videos down, but like why put up the videos to begin with if you knew that they were fake whacks?
Yeah, so I don't. So once again, I want to say this. Obviously, and this is the issue here, fellas. If council submits this for you guys, and we're giving everybody in here who's been fake whacked the opportunity to speak up on it, if you want to resubmit that stuff, you know, do so. But if we vote to blacklist him, because like I said, we've already reviewed it, but I'm giving you guys a chance to speak on it. If we vote to blacklist him, you know, obviously there's going to be some fireback that he doesn't deserve to be blacklisted because there's no conversation happening here, and he's going to say there's no proof. So if we're going to go this route, you guys have to speak on it. It can't just be me.
So I'll bring it up now.
So
I just dropped some in the Exposures public chat in the Dawn server. Actually, I just dropped a screen recording of everything I had sent Ralphie.
Okay.
In said lobby, he had died multiple times to Geomanasi. There was he even posted the video of where he claimed a whack on somebody that actually the scorecard popped up when he killed them. That they were up on, that they had a kill on him. So I don't know why he'd post in the first place. In said same lobby, he used BST to kill a Marvello member. I had submitted numerous videos of him dying to the council, Rocco, which I believe you saw. And numerous screenshots of scorecards throughout the entire war that happened to.
Now, I will tell you, I didn't think scorecards were good enough for my POV. Like I said, I'm not spearheading this Cody thing because, once again, I think it's all up to you for voting down blacklist him.
Right.
But there was some other stuff where he had died in the lobby, and I felt like that was ample proof. And it's not just you. Like I said, I've also had an issue.
Yeah,
there was a few others. Yeah, so like I said, it's up to you guys to figure it out here.
I'm throwing something in Exposures and Don's real quick.
And I did speak to Ralphie, and I want to reiterate this. And I spoke to, I'm not exactly sure who it was, maybe they're in this meeting, but I spoke to A Venerio last night. And he kind of echoed what Ralphie had originally told me, and that's, you know, it's a problem for Cody, not a problem for Venerio. So I don't know what you guys want to do with this. I mean, I don't feel
Cody
right.
himself should be punished.
I don't actually feel that it's right to punish all of Venerio because...
No, you can't, like, punish a whole fam over, like, one person's mistakes. And, well, at the same time, though, he's a Venerio guy. So, if Venerio ain't taking their time to, you know, sort him out, then...
They should control him.
Yeah, it's the difference. Was Venerio condoning this action, or are they pushing him away?
So, Ralphie has spoke openly about not condoning it. But is there a Venerio rep in here?
There's
yeah,
I can talk about that real quick.
Yeah,
I'm
for
with
sure.
Venerio, I'm Boss Row. He was demoted as soon as we figured this all out. I actually took his position. So he's not in hierarchy, he's not in with anything, he's a foot soldier now. So we
when
took
did this
him
happen?
out of the position. Actually 3 days ago. I think 3 days ago.
Proof to the
4 days
community
ago.
about this happening.
Yeah, I can screenshot him being demoted in the chat and whatever.
Okay, so... Hold up. So if he was to turn around fake whack and I'll send it to you now, how would you go about it, though? Because, I mean, what else is there to do?
If he's
Are you going to
still
take
doing
that
it
to
now?
your matters? Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I
and then
want
he
to,
would be kicked. We've already talked about this with him.
I want to say this really quickly, and this is why I spoke to Ralphie about the possibility of, could you kick him? And Ralphie said, I don't really want to, but yes. I don't actually think that's a solution either, because look what happened in Kalor. He was doing all the shit in Kalor, and just went to a new family and still did it.
Right, he's just gonna keep doing it over
So
and over.
he's just gonna get kicked and go to a new family.
I mean, that's just how Deadeye does it all. If he continuously does it, it should just be put up for blacklist.
But that's exactly why I felt it was only fair that, we as a council didn't just make the decision. We brought it to you guys and had a chit chat about it.
Myth, you're here. It happened to you as well. So, and I mean, you're the one that came to me privately and had me put a separate topic at the bottom about his blacklist actually on the document. So if you can actually speak on it.
I wasn't necessarily a victim of the fake blessings, fake wags. I mean, I got fake wagged by Venerio. I know they're saying I didn't, but we only got scorecards in that war, so nobody could fake wag another. I mean,
scorecards really don't mean anything because scorecards get glitched all the
not
time.
when you're,
That war was 4 hours. I've heard. I wasn't in the war myself.
6 hours.
Yeah, 6. So that right there. People leave and join, lag out, leave, join, lobby splits. Scorecards get glitched like all the time.
We just use
So if you have multiple scorecards of the same person dying, then yeah, like a 1-0, 2-0, 3-0, 4-0, 4-1. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You can't just say one scorecard can veto that whole whack,
Scorecards on all of them.
Okay.
Like, especially if you could like date them like throughout the lobby itself for times.
Yeah.
Yeah, but with the fake blessing situations, I mean, Azaro, Levianto, they were both victims of it, and where are they now? Both of those families were shut down. I mean, they both had a good future, and they had a solid hierarchy, they were recruiting every day, they were active, but just because of one fake blessing, they're now both shut down, and they were both done by Cody, and you could ask that from Lucid Grotti, I believe. He was in both of those families.
Lucid's not in Grotti no more.
Okay.
Regardless.
He was in both of those families. And so
just on top of that, just to sum it up what Myth's saying, I posted it when I was in Catron. He tried doing the same thing. I posted the pictures of him saying, "I'm gonna bless you. I'm trying to give smaller families." Hey, just go look in the exposures in the Dawson hierarchy. It sums it up basically in a nutshell.
I mean, the Levianto one. That one.
Who is Levianto?
Levianto, that was Lucid's crew. Donnell Levianto, Boss F Levianto. They had roles and everything, but now they're shut down because of
How can we, like, did they admit that it was fake? Like, where was that stated?
It's a fake. It's not that they're fake hits. It's they're fake blessings as well. So they're going to people and saying,
who did they show proof of that? Because I mean, at the end of the day, if they got set up and they could turn around and say, all right, well, this is a fake blessing, and try hiding that as fake. I'm not saying Cody doesn't do that, but I mean, it's at the same time, there's a very easy thing.
That's exactly why we're here, because we felt like people were saying some of them were fake blessings that Cody had baited them into, yet there was no proof posted. So we were hoping this would be a forum for proof. Yes, sure.
Yeah, where's the proof on that? Like,
that's why I'm asking. Where's this proof
people
that
keep saying he fake blessed, but I've seen no proof on it whatsoever.
I will say on top of all of this, I don't know, and I mean this offensively to everybody that voted to unblacklist him. I don't know what you guys were thinking, because in January of this year, which was several weeks before he got blacklisted, he was threatening to dox and boot me, and I have the screenshots. Like 3 weeks before he was blacklisted, or unblacklisted. So I don't know how we even unblacklisted him to begin with. It was kind of a brain dead play by a lot of you. I have the screenshots. I've posted them 3 or 4 times.
My other thing is the only other way that we can really tell that it was a fake blessing is, I mean, even then it's pretty valid as, obviously, if he's put a ring around him full of gasoline and then shot him, whatever, because that looks like a blessing at that point. Well, there's some of your guys' blessings. I don't know how everyone does their blessing, but that'd be the only other way to somewhat tell. Because otherwise, I mean, if there's no screenshot of him saying, or a recording of him saying, "Oh, I'm gonna go and bless you," I mean, we can't really react on this topic. We all know he's a retard, but we can't really react on this because there's two proof saying, oh, this has happened, but where's the proof?
Agreed, but there's also screenshots of him trying to beat Catrona in the lobby, and there's also more than conclusive evidence on him fake whacking at least 3+ times.
Yeah, no, the fake whacking is understandable. Yeah, I'm on about the blessing part though. The fake whacking, yeah, that's obvious, but
can we
that's
talk
been
about the fake
absurd,
whacking
bro.
real
I'm
quick?
just-
Let's just cut it short.
Well,
Because really, there's only
okay,
two ways this can
hold
go.
up. Who asked for about the fake whacking? Was that you?
Okay, so you guys all know Sicaria, right?
Yeah.
Oh god.
You know the fake whacking, right? Did we try to blacklist him over it? Did we
To
try
be fair-
like
His whole family got
I
blacklisted.
don't think
So
Sicaria
yes.
Yeah,
did it
he's-
nearly as much.
His
though, to be
entire
fair.
his
we?
entire family, when he was a boss in
What family?
Valachi, when he was a
God.
boss of Valachi, they got caught for fake whacking. They were going off radar, going ghost and whacking, and they got
Well, that was
blacklisted.
more-
So yes.
stacked on top of that?
Well, they were also
But
fake
just-
whacking. That was a large part of what they were
Yeah.
doing.
I figure I'll let y'all know now that the 10 minutes was about 2 or 3 minutes ago.
I
so
mean,
definitely-
we
Okay, if you
need
want to move to a vote, that's perfectly fine. Like we have
I mean,
48
what we
hours to
voted on.
kind of review this.
Right. So
What
I'm
would be the
assuming that
vote
this
on
would
here?
be what would it
Blacklisting Cody.
specifically be then? All right, let me write that down here.
And like I said, we could have done this as a council, and I know how it would have turned out.
Yeah,
But I felt
know-
it was
know how
a
the council
fairer
would have done it.
trial to
Yeah.
have this conversation with you guys, especially because there's a lot of you in here who aren't in the council who had that shit done to them. Cody doesn't do it to
So-
bless families for the most part.
I'm gonna go down this list of people that I listed that were in the game for their families. So just let me know if I miss anybody, guys. So we'll start with Singano. What is your vote to blacklist Cody?
Yes.
Bois,
Yes.
Deus,
Oh, Deus votes yes.
Gigante,
Based on him threatening to boot and dox me like 2 months ago, yeah.
Lucas,
Yes.
Evaso.
Yes.
Vote yes. Marvella,
Yes.
Matthews,
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
you're leaving Busra behind.
Yeah.
Masari,
Yes.
Well, this is
Retorno,
like a date.
Yes.
Scaletta,
Fuck. Fuck that.
Scaletta.
No vote. No vote.
Alright.
Fuck, where's the dance?
Scully,
Yes.
Scarfa,
Yes.
Rabina, Gino, you there?
No.
Tribbiani,
What the fuck, you're flying?
I guess we'll move on then if Tribbiani's not here now. Vinny
Chicago, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here. I just can't.
Oh, he
hear.
can't hear you.
Yeah.
Vote yes or no on.
Rabino
on.
just messaged me saying we vote yes, by the way.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
It's a yes or no vote on Cody being blacklisted.
Oh yes.
Alright,
Vinny
Tribbiani voted yes.
No.
You also can't go to
Vitali.
scenario, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
My bad.
Hold on, there, guys.
Vitali here still.
Yes.
Wait a minute.
Then that one is done, so we'll move on to the next topic. By the way, just so you all know, I'll have all these posted after the meeting, because I'm writing them down. The next topic from the council would be Lucione and their status.
okay, I'll make this one really quick because I know we don't want to sit here and waste a lot of
Thomas,
time on
this
this.
is our former Don and still currently all cool with Lucio.
Yeah, can I just
Yeah.
opening statement? Okay, so as many of you know, Lucione suffered quite a loss with members. We then saw Lucione leave all the community servers. They actually left the Blessing Council chat without saying anything to anybody. This is the exact same thing that we punished Venerio for. because they left the council chat, not speaking to anybody, and Ralphie went to a different family. Now, to be fair, Kai has stayed in Lucion, but we reached out to Kai privately, and he responded in different languages to our attempts to reach out to him. He will not speak to us about his plans going forward, whether he wants to be a part of the council. At least with me, how this council has worked is, you're on there for the betterment of the community, and if you don't take it serious and you don't think it's a big deal, then you shouldn't be on there to begin with. We wanted to speak with this at the meeting because, of course, it's our, as a council, it's one of our things to do is to vote on the families that are, able to vote. That way we keep fair votes. But once again, we felt like it was fair to speak about it here because we wanted to see if a Lucion rep would attend this meeting. And I know that would decide a lot of our votes on the council. And it's going to decide my vote. Because there is nobody here.
The whole Lucion.
Yeah, sure, Donegal.
So Kai is his standard. He doesn't really care for the community. I was really the only thing someone keeping Lucion active. So Lucion will be probably stepping away. He hasn't officially said that, but that is his intentions, that he's stepping away since the community is very passive. So instead of voting, you're best of just suspending them. Like, they ain't really up at all. They haven't declared a shutdown, but nevertheless, they have declared inactivity within the community. So,
well, nonetheless, I wanted to pay, Kai some kind of respect. So,
I mean, that's coming from mine and his DMs on Snapchat. So it's kind of, and I mean, I'm not saying this because I'm not at Lucion anymore. I still get along with everyone there, but it's just easier to have them suspended.
Okay. Does anybody else want to speak on it? Okay, cool. Then, I mean, if nobody else has an opinion, then the council will move to just move them into an inactive suspension.
Next topic is the council and perhaps some additions and what it would take to be added.
Okay, again, does anybody else want to speak up on this from the council?
What did you just say?
It was the topic to speak about what it takes to be added to the council.
Oh.
Everybody else want to speak on it from the council?
What does it already take to be on the council?
Well, that's exactly what I wanted to speak about here, because I know there's lots of questions, and with the removal of Retorno, Scarfo, Lucion, I know there's lots of open, there's spots at the table. Now, I want to make it clear, it's not like a grocery shelf. It's not like, when that shelf is empty, it needs to be immediately filled. How the council was originally formed, those of you who are around, it was voted on by the entire community. It started off as the heads of each of the big commissions, and people who had voices and had been around for a while. Now, over time, of course, that has changed. A few people have been added here and there. Lucas was added as La Mortel's second rep, and I forget, somebody else had a second rep from their commission in there, voted in as well. But I wanted to speak on it here because I know there's going to be some unrest with, some anxious families because they see, okay, there's opening slots, maybe I can get it. And I thought we could lay down kind of a blueprint for what that takes, because we don't want to sit here and act like we're, white knighting and safeguarding the council. It's not about that. It's about your reputation, who you are as a person, how long you've been around, what your community voice is. G, are you here?
What's up, man?
Well, I think you're a good example to speak on it, because there's a lot of questions surrounding you, and I feel like you speaking on what it takes to get on the council, and then I can expand on it further if you'd like.
Well, no, I felt like when it was chosen, it was people that were all trusted, people that had experience with these help the community little group things or whatever. I mean, like you said, man, it's not just it's to just throw anybody in there.
Yeah, and I know.
As a motherfucker,
define what you mean by open spots.
Okay, so what do you mean to define what I mean by open spots? There are technically.
There is a spot.
There are technically 3 open spots,
Good.
but the council is not rushing to fit them until a family steps up that fits it.
So you're
So
saying
there's a
there's 3
limitation
spots. So
on how many
right,
families
I didn't know that we had
qualify. That's what I'm
No.
saying.
No, nobody qualifies. That's what I'm getting at.
All right, but
So
say
I
if we
want to
got
s-
7. Say if the community has 7 families that can qualify. How do you determine
Okay.
which family qualifies above another?
The Blessing Council
That
themselves
we have
will
a community.
meeting,
Yeah,
and then
we have
they
a
would get
vote.
voted by the community.
So what I'm saying is,
How long
and let
have
me
you been
reword
around?
this. Let me
But
reword
I'm
this.
saying because he said there
Let
was
me
a
let me
limitation
reword. Let me
on it.
let,
Like,
let
once
me
we
let
get
me.
to 8, oh, there
Guys,
can't
No,
be
stop
no more
never said
talking. Stop
that.
talking over each other.
I never said that. So let me reword this for you, just so we are crystal clear. I'm not
That's what
saying
I'm
we are
saying.
adding 3 slots. I'm not saying that there is a number that we need to meet. I'm saying we lost 3 slots, and I know there are certain people who think that we are going to immediately add new people to that council because we lost slots, and that's not the case. I want to speak to you
Why
people.
Is there 3 open spots?
Thank you.
Because
Why
I know
are
what
there
you
3
meant,
open?
bro, but I just
and
want to
left.
get it
Yeah, why are
clarified
there
for
3
people.
There
that
are
try to
3 open
Okay,
spots
misconstrue
because
the
3 people
wording.
left. Or were removed.
No,
Well,
no,
3 people
no,
got
no,
removed.
no, 3 people
No,
left.
no.
Scarfo
One
didn't
was
leave
removed.
the council.
Scarfo got
What
removed.
was the
Scarfo,
reasoning for that?
the following people got removed. So Lucione left out of nowhere. Okay. Scarfo was removed by a Blessing Council vote for a vast majority of reasons that if you guys want to get into that, we can. But it will go
community
long
voted
over.
Scarfo in.
It will
The
go
community
because
voted
we allowed
Scarfo
it.
in.
Because
How
we
can
allowed
you-
it. Because we
Okay,
allowed
so-
it. It's
So
self-governed.
you then
And
turned
we're
around and
we
had-
are allowing a conversation to take place here for perhaps people being put into it. This is not about Scarfo and you being removed. If you have a problem with that, you should have submitted a topic and we could have spoken about it.
That
That's
we
fine.
did.
I'm here to talk about it.
Okay, so very good. Then when we
Alright,
when we
yo,
get
wait
to
till we
that,
get to that topic, bro. All I
So,
was saying
very
was I
good.
wanted that
That's fine.
clarified for people that try to turn
So,
up words. That's it.
again, Retorno was removed for the same token that we felt we couldn't be biased because we removed Ralphie for leaving his family and going to another, and Brad did the same thing. Brad left Retorno, and he was the one that was voted in, and he went to Silva. So we felt it was only fair to not mistreat Ralphie and not be biased and not be, a creep about it, that Retorno by that same token has to be removed. Now, I do want to speak about, some of the criteria you have to meet to get into there, and it mostly has to do with reputation and longevity. As you guys all know, like, the council has a lot of... Who is playing it in the mic? Please don't
Who's
play
playing
the
my
stream.
stream in the
Whoever's
mic?
doing that.
Too bad they're sitting there watching the stream while they're in the meeting.
Anyways,
Jesus Christ.
a lot of it has, and I know you guys see a lot of old heads on there who you don't see on the game a whole lot. And there's reasons for that. Those are people that are around for the Blessing Council meetings. They're there. They're extremely helpful. You guys don't see them on the game, and that's a fair criticism. But that, in terms of keeping the standard that we hold this community to, it's kind of irrelevant how active you are. Like,
Can I ask you a question real quick?
in a moment. I will speak for the council here, and I will just say that G specifically, or Scully, is more helpful than almost anybody in the council. He shows up to every meeting we have. He holds every family in this community to the same kind of standard that we should, and that's very important to keeping a consistent council. You guys might not see him in the game and being super active, and that's fine, but you look, every kind of meeting he has, he's in here. And he doesn't come in and act big shit and try to put himself in a position of power. He's there for the betterment of you guys. He doesn't need to waste his time doing that. So I figured I'd touch on that.
Just showing up for meetings.
But one question.
Yeah, you guys are allowed questions.
If he doesn't play the game and he's not in lobbies and he doesn't even participate really in the community but come to meetings, why is he even in the council? Because Scarfo, hold up, because Scarfo was removed because we didn't meet certain requirements as in active, but yet we showed up to multiple meetings that Rocco didn't show up to and others didn't show up to.
You have not been in a Dawn's
So
meeting in
hold
months.
on.
If Rocco
I'm
was there,
not-
I was there.
I'm
Fuck's
not
that
going to
supposed
sit
to
here
be?
and have a very large argument.
So
If
you mean to tell
if
me I
Scarfo
wasn't
has a
at any
topic-
meetings? ever.
If
Gil Scarfo wasn't at any meetings.
If Scarfo
ever.
has a topic, we can speak
Let's.
about Scarfo.
We need to get back on the fucking certain topic and wait till the other
Yes,
one.
that's exactly what I'm saying.
Topic that
Damn, I ain't never seen a Matthews in a
The
lobby.
topic
But they in the
right
fucking
now.
blessing council.
The topic at this moment. The topic right now is what should be added to how to get into the Blessing Council, not who got fucking removed.
Okay, so the requirements. Okay.
Okay, my bad. So a requirement should be added that they should play the fucking game.
Well,
and be active in lobbies.
So
because,
again,
just showing up to meetings and not having a family behind you, 100. I mean, not even having a presence in lobbies and wars, like no kind of presence on the game, no kind of presence in Discord. Which, let's be honest, everybody knows that Discord is the community at this day and age. And no kind of presence outside of just showing up for meetings. It shouldn't be that, by all no means. But just showing up for meetings, you're saying is good enough for requirement. I'm just I'm clearing up what you said.
You're not clearing. You're not clearing anything up.
Let me just say this.
Sounds
real quick.
drunk.
Because there's either people that wasn't around or people got real short memories. You know what I'm saying? Let me just say this. Yeah, my shit has been slow for the last couple months. But yo, what about the fact that me and my commission held the whole fucking turf map down, max turfs, for almost a year, Chief? Like, motherfuckers forget that. Like, what you been doing, Scarfo? Yeah, for this last month you've been in lobbies, but like before that, nobody even knew where y'all was at. Why y'all even trying to put my name in your mouth? Like, for real? Nobody's putting
We've been in lobbies for the past couple months, bro.
Rocco brought up Scalia and brought up that he's not a present in anywhere.
All I'm saying,
that's what like slurred his words like a drug sub.
Okay, listen. I'm gonna get back to the topic because this is way off topic.
So what are the requirements?
I said,
that's
so
what I
if
asked.
you let me, so again, and I'm trying to explain, but it keeps getting way off topic. The requirements to get added to it are different than the requirements for already being on it. I can't retroactively go back and change and say, hey, Scully, you're not inactive. Get the fuck off the council, because it's a council. You may think that, and you were in the council, and you wanted certain people removed, but the vast majority of them didn't agree. And there is differences between maintaining a seat on that council and putting in your goddamn work than getting on the council. There are lots of families who still need to go in there. Scalia has put in his work. He's a voice that matters.
Man.
That's why he's on there. He shows up to the meetings. He helps out. He's an active voice. You, on the other hand, were a constant, redundant. I'm not upset. You've just been over-talking me.
No, you're pretty upset.
Yo, lock it down. Lock it down. Yo, Father Skull is speaking here. I have an announcement here real quick. To the meeting.
Jacob has permission to kick people.
Yeah, keep that in mind, gentlemen. If you keep keep yelling, you will be removed from the lobby.
Let's for the criteria for the council and what it takes to be added.
Is this the council? Or is this all blessed families?
This isn't
the council that votes, right?
This isn't. Hold on. I want to get back to the criteria very quickly. So, if, let's say, for example, the Spaghetti Crime family wanted to get added to the council, and they came to us, and they go, what would it take? Assuming they're already blessed, because obviously you have to be blessed. There are a few things that we look at, and I want to make that information readily available to everybody, because I don't want you guys to think that we are safeguarding it and trying to keep it away from certain people that we don't agree with. Because I would rather bring somebody in whose view is completely opposing to ours, or mine more specifically, than have a bunch of people who just say yes and are old around. Because that's not the case. The council disagrees more than anything. You guys just don't see it. And I understand that's our fault because we do it behind closed doors. Maybe we change that in the future. Maybe we live stream them. I have a recording of most of the meetings. Maybe I throw those up. But with that being said, there's a criteria, and I want to talk about that because, like I said, the big part is your community voice and your longevity. As you guys know, the council and everybody that's been added to it, even when Scarfo, Retorno, and Lucas were there, they were all people that had been in the communities and had an active family up for 3 years or longer. The only exception being was Lucania, and I believe they had been up for about 2 years at that time and were the active leading voice in the commission that they ran. So I don't know so much as it's oh, you need to be the big voice in your commission because we have Lucas and Scalia on there now. But obviously, it has a lot to do with your voice, how you do in meetings, how you speak, how you carry yourself. How does your family run? Are they respectful? Are they fucking momos? And obviously, if you're going to be added to the council, you have to be active. That's getting added. That's not staying on. Yeah, for sure. I know we've gone way over.
Also had to do with people having experience being in these things.
The lobby because Sartori needs to get him.
One at a time,
the
bro.
criteria just needs to be established is what it boils down to, because at the end of the day, whenever the Blessing Council was created, it was a totally different community. So the criteria needs to be established by this current community, and from that day on, once it's established, it applies to new as well as old. If they can't fit into that category, whether it be you have to meet all active requirements by being at every meetings, or and discussing yourself on Discord, or being at 1 or 2 free more wars a week, whatever the fuck it may be, whatever that criteria is established, it shouldn't, you shouldn't be grandfathered in just because you were in there before. You should meet that criteria as any new on-comer that's trying to get in to prove themselves should get there. I mean, bottom line, that if it's good for one, it's good for the next.
But that's where I fundamentally disagree with that, because every time there are arguments that happen in any type of chat, who do the people go to? They go to the old heads to verify what they're saying. So yes, I agree that to get on the seats, that's why I'm here. I'm saying if you want a seat on the council, obviously you need to be active.
Hold on. I'm sure Vito's got the fucking video of this whole shit when we
He does. You can go back and watch.
Together. When you go back and look at what this council was, motherfuckers are making more about it than what it was. What it was we were putting together people that were trusted to have blessing rights, because there were people that were out there abusing blessing rights. The only reason why it was made a council was so that those people who had blessing rights could check each other, so that can't somebody just say, oh, we're going to bless this person, we're going to bless this person. It had to be checked within the council. That's all the council was supposed to be. Y'all done made it into like this whole big ass fucking thing, like it's some elite Illuminati group you're trying to get into and shit. This fucking shit is stupid.
I think
exactly.
I think
so that's
you're
it is
right to a certain point, but there is also
no. It's not no right to a certain point. Go back and look at that video. That's what the fuck it was.
Because we originally
whole extra shit.
I'm giving you my opinion whenever I say I think you're right.
I'm giving you the facts, Chief. I'm telling you exactly.
I'm not fucking little Indian.
Fellas.
Scarfo, keep it up.
Fellas.
Right, there you go. All I'm trying to do is tell him facts, and he stopped with the Chief.
Listen here. Listen.
He's pretty much trying to say, yeah, you're right, it was different in the beginning, but it's not different now. It's not the same as it was.
Fellas.
And you want to shut a motherfucker up. That's your problem.
Okay, fellas.
You don't let people talk. You want to talk over them.
Okay, very good.
I'm not trying to talk over you. I'm glad you made it to this meeting.
I just want to say very quickly, I will add on to what what they said. For those of you who were around, you remember that the council was only established. There was no exposures that had anything to do with the council. The council was to make sure that we were not blessing families that didn't deserve it. Because for a while there, for those of you who remember, we would go to meetings like this, and you would have families that started up a few days ago voting in community topics. You would have families, you would have a foot soldier from different families hop on other Dawn accounts and come and vote. Now, you guys granted the council more power, but I don't, to what G said, I don't understand what you guys think it is. Like, we meet once a month, go over exposures, and if somebody proposes to say, hey, I want to bless this guy, then we go over it. That's it.
Right,
that's
so
all it has
you're
ever been.
blocking the idea that there needs to be requirements made clear to the community. So when
no, I'm not.
At the end of the day, the topic. That's what you're doing here. You're saying
he never once said that he was blocking that idea.
Are we talking about getting Scarfo back on the list?
No, we're not. Scarfo, you're making this about yourself, but he never once said that.
I'm not even talking about myself. I'm telling Manachi to go on with the topic. Like,
He never
said that. Know me and what I'm going to say. I'm telling Manachi to move on. Let's.
No, we're not moving on. We have not talked about this topic. You've been talking the whole fucking time, bro. Just shut up for a second.
At this point, we're past 10 fucking minutes, so move on. At this point, we're past 10 minutes. Move it on. We're like 20 fucking minutes on this.
We are long past it.
Move it on.
Because people keep talking over.
Just
We
move
need
it
to
on,
establish-
bro. Move it on. It ain't nobody getting anywhere but arguing. Everybody's arguing.
Lock it down.
You are talking
why are you
over people,
screaming
dude.
down the
If you
mic,
just-
my man?
If you just let people talk, then we can get past this. Again, that's Don J. Scarfo. If you guys want to, and this is up to the community. If you guys want us to establish a proper and clear criteria for what it takes, I was the one that submitted this topic from the council. I was the one that thought it was fair to this community that there is a clear criteria about how to get on it, because down the road, I would love to see the people, and there are some people in this meeting who are putting in mad work, whether I agree with them or not, who could be added to that council later on down the road. They're on, they're active, they have a voice. And I think down the road, once they prove that they could be here for a while, longevity's a big thing, then they should be added to the council. There shouldn't be anybody safeguarding it. And I feel like there are some people who think that the council is safeguarding itself. So I'm not doing this for me. I can sit there and be on the council. I don't run into any of those problems. I'm active. The family's active. I have longevity. What the fuck? I'm doing this for you guys, not me. So if you guys want to skip the topic and fuck the criteria, then we can do that.
Yeah,
I'll continue to do what we're doing.
Criteria. Quit talking about it.
I said it 3 or 4 times.
All right, so let's move on. That's it. Simple.
We will work on writing it out, and hopefully by the next meeting,
Next
have
topic.
something written out.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Manatsu.
So,
Go
the
on
next
to
topic
please.
is Ramini hosting Don's meetings.
Ew.
Also submitted by the
If
council.
they can't even
Next
stay
topic.
fucking
That is something that you claim at the end of
every.
every. That is something that you would claim after the Don's meeting is finished. That is up to a family to claim. That's not a community-wide.
That's something that somebody
It's
started.
not. That's not a community-wide topic.
They have a right.
No,
Next
no,
topic.
That was given to me by the council.
Next topic.
So,
Next
Yeah, that-
No,
that
I'm going to say this again. The council submitted that because there are some. We wanted to, have a chit chat about it because there are some people in the council who completely disagree with Ramini being banned for saying the N-word multiple times and then hosting a meeting. So if you guys don't want to talk about it, we won't speak about it. But I just felt like that now would be an open forum to speak about it. If you don't want to talk about it, I don't care. Yes, they are.
Okay, so any blessed family should have the right to host a meeting if they call it in time.
All right. So that's
I
how
don't
you
see
guys
why
feel.
you would keep a blessed family from
If
being
they
able to
fuck
host
up
a
at the
meeting.
meeting,
nobody-
if they cause a big scene at the meeting at that point, then you convict them.
Well, they're currently banned right now from attending meetings because they
does
caused a
anybody
scene.
here think that
How long
Ramini
are they
should be able to
banned?
host a Don's meeting as soon as they get unbanned?
Say what?
There should probably be a waiting requirement, even if
Definitely.
I can agree with that.
There's a
Alright, well
bunch of
then-
people who don't
then,
want them
like,
hosted.
then let's discuss like what that waiting requirement
Real
should be. Then.
quiet, man. I can't hear nothing.
I mean, they get
Chat.
banned for
Like,
3
what-
months, so maybe they should have to wait 3 extra months.
Right, and I
I
could
can
agree
see
with
that.
that.
I
The thing is,
I can agree with that.
it's about
I don't-
putting the hands of control and trying to be, tempered and trying to keep
They
things
can't-
organised to the people that are
Nah,
causing
but-
disorganisation.
My thing is they can't even stay 5 minutes without getting unmuted or getting muted in a Discord, let alone run a Don's meeting.
Exactly.
So there
True,
should
but
be
you
that
still
time.
gotta
We
give
need-
them a chance. They're a blessed.
I'm
family.
dude, if they- I-
No, they've shown
They've shown
a
plenty of times what they're
consistent
about.
line. They've shown a
Gentlemen-
consistent line of a lack of etiquette. Why should we trust them to enforce etiquette that they don't have?
Yeah, so that's ultimately
Consistently done that.
that's ultimately what we discussed at the meeting. Ramini may be, one of the most active families. They're in the chats, whatever. But my issue is I really don't want to have to go to a Don's meeting, and we see how they acted, with the racial slurs and the yelling. I don't want to see that become a meeting because ultimately, it falls on Ramini to enforce that at the next meeting. I'm not saying block that. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm just saying it warrants a conversation because do we want to go through a meeting where perhaps that happens? Is it the same Ramini's hosting the meeting that we're throwing around the slurs? Because if it's not, then okay, maybe it's a non-issue. But there were people that disrupted a meeting and they were banned for 3 meetings. That's why they're not here. I just felt like, I felt like this was something that deserved to be submitted. Now, I didn't come up with this topic, but like I said, I felt like it warranted a conversation with you guys.
I'd say slap 3 months on them. If they still want to host it, let them host it. If they never hosted before, they fuck up, then they fuck up, and they don't get to host it again. Like, move on.
Well, I suppose the vote, Nico, would then come down to some people said that they should wait 3 months after being banned, and you say that they should be, and that any blessed family should be able to host that. So then, let us begin the voting on Rimini needing to, or well, in general, you shouldn't be able to host meetings 3 months after being banned.
I mean, have they even changed
They should have
how
to be
they
back
conducted
in the
themselves
community
as
for
fucking
3 good
leaders?
months. They should be performing good behavior
Whether
for
they
3 months.
whether they have to wait a Dom's meeting,
They can't even handle that.
Yeah. But I think they have to sit out at least one. Well, no, not sit out. At least have to attend at least 1 to 3 Don's meetings before hosting after being banned. Like,
without acting as.
Yeah, and I mean, if they get banned from that, then clearly they can't even sit there and host one. So
Right.
No.
they should have one trial one after getting unbanned and move on. Like,
Yeah, they should fucking try to host one and let them fuck up. Then you'll know.
Well, I'm just.
Fuck 'em, let 'em fuck
I
up.
really
I'm
don't.
not gonna sit there and pray on
I don't
someone's
want to
downfall,
waste a whole
but-
month of meetings. Like, we'll have to wait another month if the Rimini meeting doesn't go well, and it's just a waste of time.
I don't exactly want them to do bad. I just, you know,
Exactly.
don't
If-
exactly
if-
think
if
that they
it's
can
a
do it.
waste of
kinda.
time if they're not gonna host it.
If it goes downhill, somebody can stand up, take over it, and then move it forward.
So what we can do,
you gotta give them a
I have a
chance
solution.
to hang themselves if they're gonna hang themselves. If not, then they'll use a rope to do whatever.
Alright, then what is that solution? Then?
I have a solution. We could perhaps, allow Rimini to host the next meeting. At whatever their start time, have an alternate start time with an alternate host if somebody wants to volunteer in case things go bad. Have a
That's
bit
a
of
long night.
That's a very
Hold up.
long night, but I don't know how we would handle topic submitting because it's up to Rimini
that's just...
to
Hold
handle.
up. Are you
topic
saying
submitting.
host one when they're allowed to come back? Is that what you just said?
I feel like
No, no,
they
no,
should
no,
be
no.
allowed to host
No,
it.
they're saying have a
I don't like
backup
that
meeting
solution.
ready to go whenever they fail. But that's counting them down already. So no.
I
Let 'em-
mean,
Okay,
fuck,
so-
how they carry them?
Give
They
'em a-
still carry themselves in the same manner at times, man. So,
Well, I
you know, gotta
understand.
take that
Let
into
them
account.
show up to 3 Don's meetings, prove that they could sit through 3 fucking Don's meetings without acting the fucking fool, and then they can host it.
They'll do that and then just go back to the old ways, but we'll see.
So then we will then
Some people
begin the
never grow up.
voting. Some people don't. Then we'll have to leave the. Then we'll start the voting on people not being able to host a Don's meeting after 3 months of being banned. Meaning that after they get unbanned, they have to attend 3 meetings.
Well,
So we'll go
as
down the
long as
list.
those details are written out, and
Yeah, I have it all
then
written
yeah.
out right here.
Okay. Yeah.
That's what we
I
vote
got
on?
Yes. Sangano,
Yes.
Dubois,
Yes.
Deus,
Yes.
Gigante,
I'll vote after the meeting. I want to review some things.
Roddy, Vito, are you there?
Just skip them.
Alright. Lucas,
Yeah.
Evasa,
I think in general the rule should be added. Yeah. I'm
Marvella,
not like going straight through me.
Abstain.
Matthews,
This is a 10 and 3 beatings after being banned, right? Before being able
Correct.
to host.
yeah.
Oh
Sorry?
shit, yeah. Change my vote to yes then, please.
Retorno,
Yes.
Sartori, they managed to get in
Yes.
the lobby.
Yeah.
Scaletta,
Yes.
Scully,
Yes.
Scarfa,
Yeah.
Rubino,
Rubino messaged me saying they're gonna vote with the commission votes.
so I guess that's a yes. Yeah. Tribbiani,
They just go with what the commission majority votes.
I abstain from this one.
Veneria,
Yes.
Vitale,
Yes. Yes.
Alright, then those are done, and we're ready to move on to the next topic. The next topic is giving the council the ability to remove their Godfather status as they've been given it.
Who submitted?
That was sent to me by Scully, because apparently it was not on the list. You guys
What was the topic again? I'm sorry, can you repeat it?
The ability to remove Godfather status as they have the ability to give it.
Yeah, this. Scully Hustle, did you actually put this in?
Yeah, actually, I put it in. What I was asking is, because, we had been having this whole conversation about, seeing all these people with all these different Godfather names, and we were asking, have we ever brought it up, that it's verified after the community said that we had the ability to verify the Godfathers. So I was just wondering, do we have the ability to take it from them also? That's all I was asking.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no,
Isn't Godfather just another name for retirement?
No.
No.
Down basically backs up and gives the reins to someone else.
Who is saying that? Hold up, who just mentioned that?
That's Vitali. I've always taken it as when a Don steps down, or when the main Don steps down, they can just sit back as Godfather.
So, GTA, well, this community itself kind of made it that way, but Godfather is an honorary title type thing. Like, you don't have to step down, and it's not this, and it's not that. It's we've made it that because usually the Godfathers do step away after the fact. But no, you can, like, the Godfather's still an earned title at the end of the day. So
yeah, most of the real Godfathers in this community, like we spoke about it recently in the council, they know who they are. They all know the other ones.
So I mean,
does anybody
want, vote on this to give you guys the permission to remove the Godfather status?
I think he's more clarifying it. At least with me, it's nobody should be granted that title. They should ever have to have it taken away. So, I mean, that would be a failure on the council's part if we granted it to somebody and we had to take it away.
I'm kind of with, that's a rank, and families all run their shit differently. They get fucking 5 Dons and some and stupid shit. I mean, isn't that just boiled down to how they run their family?
No, I almost disagree that the council's the one that grants it. Like, yeah, I like it, it's tradition, but I don't know, it just... At the end of the day, we are playing GTA. If someone wants to add a Godfather, I don't think that should be blacklistable offense. I get it's an honorary title. I understand that, but...
I mean, what's the main concern? Somebody who starts up a family and makes himself a Godfather right off the bat, rather than earning it?
Traditionally, Godfathers were on the council. At least the past year.
I mean, because at the end of the day, it kind of slaps those in the face that have put the time in, that have earned the position or the title. It is honorary, and Godfather back in the time, again, most of the people forget that they're losing out on the history of this community. But Godfather meant something back in the day,
Yeah,
you didn't just get Godfather in your name.
Dons and fathers. We didn't do that shit.
You didn't do it just because, oh, I'm retiring. Well, if you're not even blessed, how are you gonna retire?
That's why there was a rule stated that you had to be up 2 years, because if you achieve a 2-year mark, then fair play. You must have done a decent job unless you're Madrazo.
It's not like we're necessarily granting it. It's not like we're necessarily granting it. It's like we're making sure that they've been around to make the requirement. Just like with the blessings, it's not like we're necessarily granting it, but it's like you making sure that they was doing what they were supposed to be doing.
You're just policing it.
I mean, I think that's fine. The two-year requirement, that's cool. But the fucking
it was always like 2-year requirement, and if you were more or less the leader of a commission, I mean that's what
there was always 2 ways to obtain it. Was run a commission as the leader, or you had 2 years. Because Godfather, correct me if I'm wrong, means boss of all bosses. If you run a commission, you are the boss of all those bosses.
Exactly.
So that's why it was implemented in that aspect as well. So
and that's why it means something.
So what about families that have been up for more than 2 years, happen to shut down and then come back? What
I mean, okay, but you've already achieved those 2 years in that aspect, though. Now, I mean, it used to be a thing of
tenured.
Yeah, I mean, there used to be a thing that you had to get re-blessed if you came back, but I think that has now just that got removed, and now it's a 30-day period.
You have to wait.
But it's like once you achieve what you've achieved, that remains, regardless if you shut down, because you've already achieved it.
With these kids you are revoking Godfather from, I mean, what? Are they just not going to be recognized? Do they have to change it to T? Or there's no perks to being a Godfather.
The only
there
thing
really
that
isn't.
is
It's just an
revoking
honorary
Godfather
title.
is just the people that sit there and start up with one and claim it off the bat.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
I think
there is people
people
like Lucania who started up and put his Godfather GT on an account, but played that he's done one. You know, so it's like people would have argued and said, "All right, well, Envious has a Godfather GT, that's illegal."
I mean,
but it is
me personally, I feel like this community, everybody knows each other well enough for the most part that even if somebody does fake, like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna make my gamertag Godfather, I think everybody in the community knows each other well enough to know whether that guy legitimately has earned it or deserves it.
Yeah, say there's a Father Spaghetti that pops up in this game right now. All of us as a community should understand that that's not legit. Like, regardless if you have the gamer tag, everyone recognizes real, and it's like...
I got a real unpopular opinion here.
I mean, let's hear it.
I don't think anybody should ever have the Godfather gamer tag ever. It should be a status, not a rank. Shouldn't be on a gamer tag ever.
Yeah,
it should be a status.
That is a geo mentality, but I agree with it.
It's more of a stat. It's a rank in the sense of like.
I cannot believe you just did that to me.
That is a geo mentality, bro. That is a
sick hell.
Well,
I agree.
Well, what's the vote? What's the vote here? What are we ultimately deciding?
I don't think it should be a vote.
I don't necessarily
think we should just move on. There's
At
not
the
exactly
end of the day,
anything
the
to vote
Blessing
on.
Council is just they're policing it in the sense that if Don Spaghetti starts up a week ago and then he throws a father name, then they more or less need to tell him, hey, look, you know, that's, you're not gonna be taken serious. You know, you can't really have that. In the
Yeah,
sense
I wouldn't
that,
really put a blacklist on the title. It's just
well, no,
your
you
fact is
can't
that
blacklist.
goofy.
No, it's just like they get a mark on a target on their head, just like you look stupid.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, so it's not like, you know, you're not going to get an exposure,
I don't think it should be an
right?
exposure. It's just real, recognized real at the end of the day. Like,
Yeah,
just because you want your name as father doesn't mean you're actually a godfather. Yeah, it's just you're a fucking
It shows
goofball.
seniority. It shows you earned an award.
Alright,
So at the end of the day,
I suppose
think we
with
move
that
on.
being said, though, that we
Yeah,
should
let's move
probably
on.
just move to the next topic, which itself is a big one, and that would be removing Violento from Turf Overseers. And that was suggested by me and Flames. This was suggested by me and Flames whenever Crazy had openly admitted that he was biased in favor of Ramini. However, it is since known to my opinion that Crazy has no ties in Violento whatsoever now.
Okay. All right. Now let me.
It shouldn't necessarily be discussed by me. However, I won't speak on it. Flames, if you want to, I will still let you speak on that.
All right, Flames. You want me to send in what was provided by you? The screenshots.
So that one was so that was about Ramini. But obviously they only have one family in their commission. Which one are you talking about?
I'm talking about where the Crazy. It's basically the screenshots where it proves Crazy is still in Falcone and all that. Those big ass list of screenshots you sent me.
Wait, what do you mean Falcone? Hold on. He has a crew called Falcone.
Wait a minute, guys.
Well, that would be a fake crew.
Do you want me to send it in Dons and Hierarchy main chat just so everybody can see what we're saying?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Okay.
Whilst you do that, is there any Violento in the party? Not in the party.
Yes, Singano is here to represent Violento.
Is there any other? Well, actually, better still, is there any TOs? Because for TO wise, how is Violento doing? Because if that proves outdated, I mean, there'll be another reason.
Singano's been really working with Masari, so
Singano is not really a problem with the Turf Overseer topic. It's not. It's not a conversation of who's in TOs. It's basically Singano's gonna have to pay for the sins of the father, which is basically what this is. So you guys are gonna have to be looking at the commission as a whole.
Can we? Is that proof still up to date as well?
Yes. Okay. Pharaoh, is this all up to date?
So what pretty much happened was everything happened. Of course, Brad he took an extra to the family. They traded TOs to Singano to take the heat off them, which is, I'm not gonna blame them. That was a great idea. That also, Crazy took an exit to the family. Don J, the last founder remaining in Retorno, took over. He pretty much told them they had a vote. They got rid of him. So there's no biased accusations on Violento anymore.
Okay,
however,
so we're looking at old
is it up to date?
It's not up to date. No, like that's what you had to say. Like we're putting shit on Crazy when Crazy's in his own family.
And we should just skip this vote. The
yeah,
not even in Violento anymore.
I left it to you. If it's not up
we
to
can't
date,
we can't sit here and take down the whole of Violento for it when there's a guy not there.
They're not even in Violento anymore.
Everybody left.
Oh, then
I agree.
Well, then fair enough.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Still standing.
Yeah, just skip the vote.
Yeah, skip
They're not even in Violento anymore.
Next topic.
So the next topic would be removing. Well, actually, I mean they're already gone, so we'd have to replace Listessa and TOs, being that Lucian is gone and there's nobody in the commission. With that being said, there are 3 commissions that would like the spot. There is El Unizono, Elevado, and Te Societa. However,
So can we back up?
Yeah,
A couple of those commissions are new. Could you say their commission name and who they consist of, so we're
it's
crystal
El
clear?
Unizono, and I will read the full thing that Flame sent me here.
Okay, so that's Flames' commission.
Correct, that is
Yeah,
Flames.
so who's in
Okay,
that?
thank you.
Hold up, who's in that though?
Flames, who all is in your commission?
In my commission is Sparrow, Tadaro, and Rels.
Now
Okay.
let me
That's no
let me
size.
ask you this then: who all in there besides you has TO experience?
I want to say there was one.
Wait, hold on. Back up.
But my family
Okay, who are the other commissions ready?
Please,
Yeah,
say the other
Elevato.
one.
Let's not.
Elevato, which is Listessa without Lucian.
Yeah, I mean.
So, and then next would be Societa, which is just Romini because Leota shut down today. So I don't
Okay,
necessarily
well then
think that they should be
they're
eligible for it.
they're off the board.
It's two.
Yeah, they're
we're
off the
talking
board.
about
So
two.
it
And
comes
you're
down
talking about
to
one
Flames'
commission that has
commission.
experience and one that only one of them has experience.
But hold up,
In my opinion,
let's
by
give
however.
Flames some time to sell his part of things.
course.
So I don't want to. Flames, do you want to go ahead and?
Nah, you got it. You can have that. I'll just withdraw on that one. I'll be generally honest. I'll let you guys have that.
No.
I'm not gonna lie to you, dude. I'm voting for you either way, dog. So
You won the TO spot.
you were a good TO, so
It doesn't matter
Dude,
who's going
I
in
mean,
who.
I'll be generally
want you to
honest.
rep
The only
yourself.
thing that I personally like, the reason why I wanted my commission, like, you guys have experience, but like new faces in there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, no. That's why rep yourself. Go on.
But
Like,
like,
I'm not
see,
trying to.
like,
Yo, sell.
I generally
Sell
personally,
table.
like,
your
honestly, like,
commission.
it'd be
At this
amazing
point,
to see how
you're the
Tadaro
leader.
and Rallis and see how I can take
Listen-
over my family and actually lead a group versus Venerio, where I was the kind of like on the shit end of the stick kind of thing. Like I was only a street boss, like doing TO stuff, and when I left, everyone said, "Oh, they're inactive," and I was like,
And
I don't necessarily think they're inactive. It's who you contacted Venerio to vote, kind of type thing.
yeah.
That's usually how I did it anyway. But like I was usually kind of keeping everything together in there. Like when I was adding families, like I was adding families, DMing TOs, like yo, you guys there, like making sure everyone was active. I personally would just like to see how like I could lead a family. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
well.
I
will endorse that. I mean,
I can also step in here and speak on behalf of Sparrow. Whenever we had trouble getting the Avaso and Skeletto war rules approved and ready to go and put out, Sparrow was one of the ones that I contacted first, and he reached out to the TOs and basically said like, yo, they have to get their war rules voted and approved, and he's always there for Turf Overseer stuff, and he's always on Discord. And honestly, whenever he was a Turf Overseer, we saw a very solid structure and basis of activity within that council and that organization of that aspect of the community. So therefore, I think Sparrow would be a great Turf Overseer to go into
Yeah, I
this
mean,
community.
Sparrow.
We have to keep in
Sparrow's a
mind
good
we're bringing
TO.
in we're bringing in commissions. Sparrow,
Yeah,
in my
Okay.
opinion,
So
is a good TO.
But we don't know
you gotta
about
keep
his
in mind
families. I know. I have in mind. I have it in mind.
The
I say.
outlook or the overview is we're bringing in commissions because a
So,
commission is.
I know.
you
Let
family
me
for
finish this up.
commission.
Scarfo.
Yeah,
Basically, what I'm saying whenever you brought in any other commission, whenever you brought in Violento, you didn't know if Scaletta was going to be good. You didn't know if Brad was going to be good. You didn't know if Singano was going to be good. But honestly,
I mean, yes, testing the water.
Give them a chance.
It does come down to testing the water.
I mean, to be honest, we have shown proof that we are open to helping out the community. I mean, I do the turf map list. I mean, just
yes,
alone,
but that's
like,
you, but not the families in your commission.
I'm on top of that as well.
Yeah,
no,
we also need you to express.
To do the turf map.
We need you to also instead of promoting your family yourself, you have a 3-fan commission.
Yeah.
So you need to explain. Since you're the godfather of your commission, you need to also sell them as well.
Can you guarantee that they will do the job?
I can do this. I can do that. Because yeah, we agree that you can do that, but you also have Tadara and Relas. You know, they're saying we ain't voting you in personally. We're voting in the whole commission. So you know.
I mean, this is a very good, very good problem to have. I mean, we have 2 good candidates for the spot. So I mean, look at it that way. So.
Sparrow, what can you say to guarantee to the community that there's going to be activity and basically that your other families in your commission is going to do the job?
It's kind of an embarrassing type of thing to say, but I mean, like, we're always on Discord. If you actively look in those chats, I'm
asking about the other families.
No, I know, that's what I'm saying. Okay. Tomorrow, you could openly see them in chats. You could openly see...
I don't see Relas, to be fair.
I mean, at the end of the
day, Relas did make a turf map.
That is true. They have openly helped.
That's one message.
I mean, that was a pretty shit turf map.
I'm on about activity in this aspect. I'm not ready.
Nobody was saying anything about the quality of the turf map, but they did make the efforts to make the turf map.
I don't care, dude.
Well, Flames, if you could give me the opportunity here to read what I've prepared about Elevado.
I would like to hear about the other side, just because at the end of the day, in my opinion, the turf situation as a whole is kind of all fucked up. And some of that is because we've been bringing in new TOs left and right. And so I think bringing in experienced TOs would help the turf situation as a whole, because they've already been there and they've already done it.
Yeah, I agree with that situation, but let Vinny take it away since he's prepared something. I don't know why, but yeah.
So I would like to nominate Elordine Elevado to replace whoever comes out of the system. Every family in our commission is blessed besides one, which is Alvarez. Every family in our commission has had the experience and knowledge of being a turf overseer and has held such position, including Alvarez when they were in Rubino. We all have the want, will, and aspiration to fix the system that has been proven flawed and broken on multiple occasions. It's obvious that over the other 2 commissions, to be fair, and it would be biased to say this, but we would be the better choice. No offense to El Unizono, but Sparrow has been a turf overseer in the past, and that's really it. What proof do we have that that commission will last long, and what proof do we have that Tadaro would last and be decent to you? Same with Relas.
Yo, Sparrow,
what proof do we have that you would do?
I want to counter that. I really do want to counter that. So you wrote there that the system is broken and that your commission is willing to step up and help fix it. But if that is the case, then I pose the question to you: why are you guys at the same time, while trying to get on TOs and claiming you're going to fix it, actively working to destroy the fundamental requirements of Turf Wars? Because you guys were also trying to push other votes in this meeting to really affect what Turf Wars were and are.
Well, what's that vote?
So I don't want to get into the vote because it's really off topic, and we'll save it for the next meeting.
What is it? The 15v15?
Yes.
No, you just accused them
okay,
of...
hold up.
Lock it down, gentlemen. Lock it down.
No, hold up.
Back it up.
Yeah, hold up. So how would a 15v15 break the system? I'm not saying, I'm not trying to steer too much off. But a 15v15 isn't us trying to destroy it. It's not like we're exactly being biased. We're bringing new, opportunities to the table.
He didn't mean another.
Listen. I don't want to get. So this is why I didn't want to say the rule, because we have very opposing views. I'm gonna have a state of the community commentary put out about it, and hopefully, some of you guys don't just vote on your personal bias, and look at the facts of the situation. 20 versus 10 was put in, and if you do the math, you look at the wars that have won through attacking families.
Okay, but
there's no reason to be changing shit.
Right. Now, Rocco, we've always been the opposition, right? But look at the turf map when I was running Lestesa and you was running Ronaldo. No one was getting on it. That's why we're trying to introduce this 15v15 to help these little leagues that are growing to become the bigger leagues to get onto it. I don't want to sit there and run the map, and I mean you maybe, but I don't want to sit there and be the only 2 farms or commissions.
Neither do I.
But then that's why you'd vote on the 15v15.
No, the reason I'm
in all reality,
I will say on this matter. I will say on this matter before I finish. The only thing that 15v15 affects is me and Avante fighting each other. It does not affect anybody else in this community. I don't want to get into a spiel.
What relevance does that have to the man?
That brings
because it destroys what turf is. 15v15 destroys what turf is. Yes, it does.
That's your opinion. Thank you.
Wait, turf was designed to have an attacker.
Okay. Slow down.
Turf was designed to have an attacker and a defender.
Yeah, but
you will be designed to prove one family.
You will have that 10 minutes to set up. You have the rules. You have this and that. Like, you'll still be having the defender thing. I mean,
can we get back to the main topic? Because this is a discussion for a different meeting. So let's please get back on topic.
Go to voting, Manasia.
Alright. So, question.
Oh my god.
Since there's 2 commissions here that are voting, right? Shouldn't those commissions not be allowed to vote on this topic?
No, they should not.
Yes,
just the ones that are okay. Cool. Alright, so let's make the vote. Let's do the
Sandana, who do you vote for? Unizono or Elevado?
The first one.
What?
That's Sparrow. Just say Sparrow or fucking Avante or fucking.
Okay, we'll vote Avante's commission.
Alright. Deus?
Can't vote.
Deus is in our commission.
That's my bad. I
can't vote. Come on.
Gigante?
I'm gonna withhold. I'm gonna vote after the meeting.
Alright. Ronnie?
Sparrow.
Lucas?
No vote.
Marvella?
Sparrow.
About to get a spiel out of this one, but Matthews?
Please hit him with it.
We do not participate in turf, therefore we will not be voting on anything turf related.
He has that written down somewhere, bro.
I swear, it's the exact same mentality every time.
Same
Sorry.
Elevator.
Retorno.
That's Sparrow? Who is that?
Sparrow.
Sartori.
Sparrow.
Scaletta.
Sparrow.
Scully.
He's not here, by the way. He lighted up.
Oh yeah. Bunch of people been liking
Scarfa.
Avante, I mean, y'all need to stop making these commission names so hard, but
it's just Elevator.
Just say Elevator.
Elevator. They're going up.
Order of elevator.
The elevators.
Tribbiani abstains.
Veneria.
I'm gonna vote after.
Alright. Vitali.
Sparrow.
Alright, let us move to the next topic.
Can I change my vote? Dubois changes his vote to Sparrow.
Oh, no. We're Sparrow.
Hey,
All flames,
how many topics you got left?
45.
Looking at this, congrats.
You're fucking shitting me. Don't you lie to me.
No, I'm not. I'm looking at the
apologize for
45 topics?
It might as well be, dude. We've been sitting here talking about Blessing Council fucking topics for the past hour and a half.
We're gonna move to the next
That was the first real
We're gonna move to the next topic. So this was submitted by Rocco, and it is putting a limit on the duration of no whack wars if it's
Skip it.
Yeah, that's retarded.
Alright, so this one's by Vito. remove the social club lock on top map turf and change it to if you have city turf, you can't have top map turf.
That's always been a thing. If you have city, you have to choose one or the other.
No, why would we? Let me say this, bro. Let me say this, everybody. Hey,
can he finish the topic?
Let me say one thing, bro. Let me say one thing. We spent an hour going over that topic the last meeting, and you guys want to change it now? I mean, we've seen a lot of.
Don't say we. Hold up. Don't say we. I don't know.
Vito, I mean, dude, like we actually talked about that topic and we voted on it.
He's not the only one though.
Oh shit. Okay.
I'm not the only one.
Singano wants to as well.
Yay, Singano! Yay! Oh god.
So all the crews that get thrashed up on the top map want to change it. Okay.
Thanks. I mean, we've seen activity, we've seen organization, and you guys just want to change it.
Okay, I will say this, the thing about the 20-man, as a TL, I'll speak here, it has been a bit of a problem because there are people who are, just starting up their family and who are very quickly recruiting, and there's no way they should be on the bottom turf. Asario's one of them, no offense. And they had to, I believe they had to remove top map turf because they had 21 people.
Okay. So instead of removing it, I say we raise the limit.
I'm not saying we change it. I'm just saying.
So Vito,
I still think that problem.
I like the way Vito said it though.
Vito has a topic in here to remove it and make it to where if you have city, you can't have top, and then right below that is actually one by Singano to just raise it to 30.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that if you're gonna do anything, especially with dividing top and bottom turf, it should be a higher cap on how many people you have in your family, and. Because it doesn't make sense. Like 20 members is 20 members. Like that's not that many members.
Well, that's still. I say that's a lot of freaking members, bro. I'm just saying this, bro. Say that I am a say that Skeletto has like fucking 70 members. All right, I just don't want to go for city. I like the top map, whatever. So me and my 70 members are gonna roll in the fucking top map against a crew with like 10, 15 members, and we're just gonna rape, and then we're gonna dominate the top map. That is not a fair advantage to these families that are just starting up.
And by no means are we saying that there shouldn't be a cap. There should be, I think, if anything, there should be a larger cap, like maybe even 10, or
Hold on, let me say this. So the top was made for Little League. All right, 20 is more than half of the game. All right, you can sit here and win bottom map turf with 15 guys. Why do you need that many?
You can hold with 4 people.
You literally can sit there and do what, out those 20, you're only gonna need a party full, if anything, and that is still gonna steamroll everyone up there. I guarantee I could drop all my turf right now and steamroll everyone on that top map because it's so easy. It's because all these fans can only pull 5, maybe 10. It's made for Little League. Stop trying to fucking give the Little League more challenge. If you're shit, you're shit. Just get out, don't get involved with the turf, man.
Yeah, I don't think that has nothing to do with skill. I think it's the smaller version. I think it's a smaller. It depends on how many people you have in your family, such as Rocco, like what he was just talking about. He said that a person or family that has 21 members fighting for bottom turf.
Yeah.
Whereas
So also, if you change this now, you got to realize that Turf Overseers had to meet and contact all these families that had over 20 to fucking drop their turf that they already fought for and all that. So if we go back to a number
that's no different than changing the turf cap when
their turf, bro. You already told them to leave.
Yeah, there had to have been added a cap the last time.
But listen to this. That's no different than changing the turf cap that we had from fucking 6 to 5.
But why would you tell all these families to get rid of their fucking turf and tell them, hey guys,
I think it should remain 20, and if you have more than 20, go on fucking bottom map. Simple.
I say you leave it and just deal with your shit, dude.
There's farms like Rude Show that will be an easy win to get on City. It's not hard to hold down City at all. You'll be playing on your defense. Just stick on no wax and have 4 guys in the game. Games. Bro, hold up. For instance, Imperial was tiny and they stayed in wars for 50 odd hours. What's your excuse? There's no excuse.
No one's looking for excuses. We're talking it through. No one's looking to save our ass. It doesn't matter.
Can I ask a quick question here? Who here genuinely likes 50-hour wars? Does anybody honestly?
No one does. No, if you like a 50-hour war, I don't know what to tell you, bro.
No.
Sparrow would be the only one to like it.
What? Actually, I mean, technically.
Sparrow would be in that game
You have time zones.
Alright, bro.
I just feel like we're trying to baby everyone on the tummy.
Facts, bro. Like we made this rule. We made this rule. So why are we changing it this fast? Just keep it and let it go like 3 months.
Didn't we agree not to bring topics up?
Facts. Like, this is too quick.
Back to back.
This is too quick. Give it 3 months like the rule states.
Okay,
and then
fine.
we'll come back.
Then does anybody want to vote on it? Does anybody in here want to vote on it? Anybody?
No.
Like, please
I
only say.
of how we talked already, and we shouldn't be voting on it. So no.
Yeah, it is.
And please only say.
All right.
Please only speak if you want to vote. Anybody want to vote? Great. Move on, please.
All right, so this is gonna be a longer one. So last meeting, we had all agreed to come back to the topic of black lobbies. To discuss how it's working.
Yeah.
Wait, hold up. Say that again.
I'll catch you guys later. I'm hopping off.
To be fair, this is a valid excuse. We did say last meeting that we'll have a meeting.
Yeah.
And then we'll come
yes,
back
we
to
did.
discuss
Yes,
it.
we did. You were right.
Like this.
Yeah,
this is a thing that needs to be discussed.
We did. So, Manassi, go ahead.
So, okay, hold up. Has anyone had any issues with public lobby so far?
No.
Hell no.
Actually,
Yes,
I think.
Here's a better question. Here's a better question.
This
Here's a better question. Does anybody want to bring back invite onlys? Please only speak if you want to.
Yes.
Okay, so speak.
Your reason.
Because I'm bored.
Okay. All right, Rocco. Can I, gentlemen? Hey, lock it down. Let me say this.
Okay. Hold on. No, hold on. You honestly, though, you don't even need to. Does anybody else want to speak on it? Do you want to further your point about being bored?
No, I'm just.
Okay,
I feel like
good.
I don't understand.
Okay, good. Can we have the vote then, please?
No,
one person said yes.
If it's one yes, then there's literally no point voting.
Rip.
Okay, who said yes, just so we can write it down? Who said yes? Who said yes? Okay, Massari said yes.
Yes.
Massari said yes, so just make sure you
Okay,
write that down.
Massari Scoletto will personally invite you to Publix that we host. I'm sorry that you're bored, brother.
Please.
Fucking Scuba Steve over here.
Alright,
Just
so...
add some duns, bro. Fuck, you know.
Alright.
I'm in Stealth's lobby every night.
The next one was submitted by myself, and this is to allow people to go into the following buildings without gaining a strike, as long as they're not, like, orbital cannoning you or cruise missiling you. And that would be bunkers, facilities, arena workshops, hangars, and the Kosatka submarine. We shouldn't be getting DQs for going in these buildings or things unless we use the illegal items in them, such as cruise missiles or orbital cannons. These buildings provide a way to make in-game money and to actually have fun on Grand Theft Auto 5.
You're talking about if you're just chilling in a lobby doing your own thing, correct? Not in a war.
You
yeah, just take off the tags.
No, but that's an easy way to catch someone lacking, is go and catch them in like a heist. Like, there shouldn't be an exposure to it. We're trying to encourage people to stay in pubs to get them.
Take off your tags.
Take your tags off.
Scoletto goes into fucking double tags, bro.
People won't sit there and then try whacking them, man. We're trying to keep Publix active.
Yeah, but take the tags off.
Yeah.
You got people taking tags off, being in lobbies, then coming back into the same lobby that somebody else joined you on with mafia tags now and saying, "Oh, I joined you." No.
Yeah, and they're gonna give the excuse of I'm gonna pull you up and then
But that's the problem.
I mean, that doesn't really like. Listen, that's
in regards to the building itself and the weapons within it. I suppose you can kind of link that to the argument about cars like the Revolta. Like, if you're not using the gun, then it should be allowed. Like similar stuff like that.
If I'm in your forehead with an orbital cannon, why does it matter if I'm a...
Can I say this? You realize all of you don't get exposures if you take off your tags, right?
Yeah, like...
but I mean, we're trying to free up the community in some aspect. Have you looked at the rules?
Go take your tag and go make money.
Yeah, but that's a pointless rule.
Okay, who wants to vote on this topic? Yes or no? Does anybody want to vote on this topic?
Yeah, I want to vote on it.
Yeah, okay.
It's a pointless round.
Okay, all right. Manassi, go to voting.
Sangano?
What? Clarify the topic, will you, before you run down the list.
If you go into a certain building, you won't get DQ'd for being in the building. You'll get DQ'd for using the actual shit in it, like a Predator missile or a fucking Hellstorm, whatever it may be, an orbital cannon. Like, so if you go in the building, you won't be DQ'd for that.
You can freely sit in a facility as long as you don't.
Long story short,
does that count for mobile operations?
That should, yes, it
does. On war stock. No, but that's on war stock.
Okay, hold on. Does that count? Hold on. Does that count for people if you're holding down a certain compound in a turf war and they all spawn in a certain hangar? Are we allowing that?
Yeah,
because that's going to fundamentally change how we do wars then. Okay, I'm just making sure. Okay.
That changes the playing field. Like, it's
long story short, if you jump into Kasaka, I mean, yeah, you can move it, but you know, if you take it underwater, it puts you off the map. Yeah.
I see a fucking hailstorm, so coming from me, I'm gonna be pissed.
To be fair, I think the submarine should stay banned, but I think the things like the bunker. Well, no, I think the submarine should stay banned, but I think the things like the bunker and the facility.
So just clarify the topic is on land facilities. Huh? Just simple as that. So we know what the fuck.
Well, that's what we've actually Hustle. We've already unbanned cars that can have guns that just don't have guns on them. Like if you could take them off, they're unbanned.
Yeah.
So this being said, it should be the same for property, because what the community does is we ban all this useless shit. For what?
Yeah, and it's becoming really hard for everybody's members to come
before we know
into
it, all we're
this.
gonna be able to use is fucking pistols. Like we keep banning all this shit for what?
Yeah. Alright,
banning all this shit
let's move to the voting.
Fucking work to buy. We're losing membership.
Yeah, we really are, because I have Scalotto members coming into this shit and just being like, "Fuck this!" Once I see the fucking document. This shit is kind of it's getting outrageous, bro.
It'll help
community,
like it'll help
membership is going in the trash.
Yeah, it'll help people like recruit in all reality, because if you have basic rules, people are wanting to join. I know people like Skeletal who recruit straight out of like free aim sessions at Vital. Like they don't recruit people within the community. Like it's hard for them at that point.
Alright.
Like that shit ain't easy. But anyway, let's go back to voting.
Go to voting,
let's move to the voting then. So then we would be voting to legalize the entrance of bunkers, facilities, or in arena workshops and hangars.
Yes.
So that you can go into them without getting the.
Not using any.
Okay. Can I state? Okay, hold on.
Of the illegal items.
Can I quickly clear up that you cannot take wax into them though? They're just like legal.
Yes, that's still gonna stay a rule. Okay.
I'm fine with that.
It's gonna be a public property. I mean, or under the sense of that.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Manasi. Call the family names.
Go ahead.
Sangano.
Yes.
They still here. All right. Dubois.
Yes.
Deus.
Yes. As long as the vote is like more in detail, you know what I mean?
Right. It'll all be fully written out. Gigante.
Fuck no, because the reason that the turf document is too long, only for you guys to rewrite a rule that's going to have more sub pieces to it, is counterintuitive. So no.
Yeah.
It's a waste of my time.
Did you skip me?
No, I said
I was going to say. Fuck no.
Lucas.
No.
Vesa.
Yeah, I'll say yes as long as the submarine isn't in that, because you can go afraid of via that if you go under the water.
Marvella.
Nah, keep it simple.
Matthews.
What do you mean keep it simple? What? Okay.
It's just banned and it's simple.
Masari.
So y'all are saying
Scarfo. Yo, he's voting, dude. Shut it.
Retorna.
Yo.
Yes.
Somebody shut it.
Shut the fuck up and let him go to voting.
Kick him.
You just talking and shit, bro. Let him go to
defending his
voting.
honor.
Continue, Minasia. I'm so sorry.
Damn.
Sartori even here anymore?
No.
Scaletta.
Scaletta abstains until the rule is fully typed out, and then we can look at it.
Alright. Scully. Scarfa.
Why are people killing each
vote
other?
once it's typed out.
Rabina. And again, I'll just leave him to vote after. Tribbiani.
I'm gonna wait on this one.
Veneria.
Yeah.
Vitali.
Did you not hear Mr. B say he was
left.
getting off? Yeah,
No, that's my
he
bad.
said he was getting off.
Alright. So here's my next. This is my favorite one because I've tried pushing it here for like the past 4 meetings because I was told to make a document about it. So now, let us legalize the warstock vehicles that, you know, that like you can drive that don't have weapons. So if you go to the document, there is a list of everything that I said that in my opinion should be legal and shouldn't be legal. Or we could go along the lines of legalizing what would be legal currently, such as vehicles that don't have weapons. Armored vehicles are only for hierarchy. Backplates are only for hierarchy.
So you're saying essentially, if you look at Warstock, cars like the Dubster 4x4 that would be allowed, but then if you look at something like the, I'm trying to think, the Ardent, because it has guns, it wouldn't be allowed.
Correct.
Yeah, I mean that seems fair enough. I mean, as long as they fall into category, like that's fine.
That seems okay.
I can get a modded Night Shark with no weapons. Could I drive that?
Hold on. Can you repeat the topic?
Yeah,
no, you couldn't because the rule would still the rule that you can't have a car that can be modified to have weapons would still stay in place. So you can't drive a Night Shark.
Okay, repeat the topic one more time for us, Manasia, just so we all know we're on the same page.
We would be voting to legalize the Warstock. Oh, that's for a different topic. We would be voting to legalize that was for the last topic. Funny. We would be voting to legalize the Warstock vehicles that would already fall under like the legal category. You know, like such as if it doesn't have guns, it's fine to drive as long as it is not like a Super or a Sports.
Okay.
Or a tank, you know.
Yep. Okay.
Did we ban sports cars?
No, we did not.
No,
we did not. Okay, so do we need to vote on this, gentlemen?
Cars.
Who wants to vote?
We need to vote on. Does anybody not want to do this?
Me.
Rocco.
I mean, like, I honestly just, it's for the simple reason it's just going to overcomplicate things. Like, I think it's a great idea. I think in theory, I just think in practice we're going to have a bunch more exposures because some Momo isn't going to follow the rule right.
It's fucking Momo.
And it's just going to be really inflated with stuff.
Damn.
I understand that, but you can't be saying it's a them problem when you're saying that you're trying to make the community better with certain rules.
I mean, at the end of the day, the Don can't manage his
also,
he's going to be a Don.
Also, all of you guys were just saying how you want to make the turf document shorter, or sorry, not the turf document, the rule document shorter. This is making it considerably longer. You're saying you can drive this car, not this car.
Okay, so
no. I mean, it would state that all of the cars on Warstock would fall into category.
Shit.
Yeah, just
fucking. That being said, the Dubster would be legal, but a tank would obviously be.
Okay, and saying this,
you have to write
would it just be one extra clause that would say if any vehicle
you have to write all that out.
Would this be already editing would this be editing an already written topic, or would this be a whole nother fucking point, another bullet point on that?
This would just be editing the Warstock vehicle.
Okay, so you would be editing it to make it less.
Right.
Okay. All right. I mean, that's a step towards.
Instead of it saying that Warstock vehicles would be banned, that would just be gone, and then anything on there that already falls.
Okay, as long as it makes that topic more short.
Right.
Then I'm.
So
again, in theory, I think it's a great topic, but I just think in practice it's not going to necessarily work. But we can give it a try. I mean,
we can vote.
In reality, we will have to make a step forward and try these things.
Yeah.
I'm not.
No one wants a Bible page.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, get rid of these.
Is it anybody besides Rocco that's saying no?
Retorno.
Hey.
Okay, Retorno.
Okay.
Right.
No.
Frank, did you just say no? Right. So then I have those like noted that you three said no. So now you guys are probably gonna laugh at Don Masari for this one. Unbanned supercars.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Why not? Seriously, why not though?
Rocco actually in the Bugatti.
Like, what the fuck?
Why not though?
Yeah, there's sports cars that are faster than supercars, but you're still calling that super. I'm just pointing that out. I'm just.
Matter. What's the reason for wanting to unban it? Is that guy here?
Topic.
Yes,
let him explain this.
Okay.
Literally,
I think it's a great idea.
I don't see why sure, some families have their preferences on you can only drive, not even sport fucking cars, right? They can only drive classic cars. Well, there's no point in having there's no point in having a supercar banned when there's literally fucking one of the fastest cars in the game right now is a sports car. Okay?
It's the GTO, I believe.
The RSX.
You get
RSX.
No, the RSX.
Dude,
yeah.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
It's a Grotti vehicle.
Hold on. Also,
okay.
Yeah, also with hierarchy, right? Most of the supercars they have backplates, right? Wouldn't it be more of a challenge for your foot soldiers to go out there and actually whack a member of hierarchy?
It would be more of a challenge if my foot soldiers go to whack somebody that's going like fucking Mach 4 throughout the streets. So I mean, that's just.
Hold on. Can everybody hold on here? I got a question for you. How new to you are, like, how new to the community are you?
I've been here a little.
This isn't me egoing you. I'm just genuinely curious.
Yeah, I've been here a little over a year.
Okay, so you were never here when sports cars were, or supercars were.
Oh my God.
360 allowed.
They were amazing.
Let me just tell you. The minute you have somebody pull up in a two-man drive-by in an elegy and back up and chase you up a street.
Yeah.
How about what if you made it to where it's legal for like hierarchy?
Hold up, Rocco, mate. Rocco, what are you talking about backing up the street? You used to sit in the stingers that you couldn't shoot through the back.
Oh no!
Hold on. Let's back up. No. Let's back up. Let's back up. You mean the Monroe?
No, I mean the little stinger that you can't shoot through the back.
You used to drive the Stinger, bro.
What?
I remember this, bro. When Gigante first came back, that's all you used to drive. That's all you used to drive, the Stinger. And beforehand, bro, Gigante itself, like Ezio and all of you, go on your latest, like, go back.
Dude,
I guarantee this Stinger.
I'm telling you.
No, I guarantee the Stingers.
You're talking about the Monroe.
No, I'm talking about the Stinger because you can't shoot through the back of the Stinger.
If you were worried about fucking people constantly doing drive-bys in supercars, then why don't you just limit it to hierarchy using it?
There shouldn't be supercars to come back.
Most of the supercars have backlight.
That's like pulling a rule that they've done can use an RPG. It's pointless.
You talking about like how supercars are so fast, but like I can pull.
Your argument is literally that they're faster.
Guys.
Hey, listen. You're diluting it. You're diluting the whole argument. It's literally just say, okay, what is the pros and cons to this? Like, why would it be good? Why would it be bad? And let's either meet in the middle or say fuck off.
Can you tell me what the pros are? Because honestly, the cons are just like someone's gonna be going fucking mock Jesus throughout.
That's what I'm saying. You go through it. You say, all right, guys, what are the pros to this? What are the cons?
Hold on. Since you brought up the topic, what's the pros?
Yeah, thanks.
Alright, I'll go for the pros for Vito. Can I speak about? Okay, so the pros for Vito. There's more Grotti vehicles for him to drive. Yeah. Okay, I'm done.
Oh my God! I just fucking want to have aneurysm right now.
Okay, sorry. Speak on it, please.
You pulled up the topic, so yeah,
you please not troll with this. Like, he obviously doesn't have anything else to say on it. Does anybody else want to support bringing back supercars? Anybody?
Yeah.
Please only speak if you want to. Please only speak if you want to. Other than Vito. Okay, so 2 people, Masari and Grotti, want to bring it back. Does there need to be a vote?
No. Yes.
If no one else speaks up, then it's just 2 no's.
Yeah,
like
it's 2
or 2 like or 2 yeses even.
Now I will say this: for all these rules that we're skipping over,
yeah, okay, very good. For people to vote on.
Very good.
Thank you. Fuck it.
So
I say we move on.
So now we're moving on. Allow non-hierarchy gamer tag changes to drive armored cars as long as
that is so fucking cute.
Submitted by Don E. Evaso.
Already a rule. It's already a rule,
isn't it? No,
hold on. No. Hold on. That was a rule that we voted on about 6 or 8 months ago that never got added to the rule document. And I brought this up a ton. It was something we voted on. It was if you are in the Dawns and Hierarchy server and you don't have an AT change, you can drive a car.
The reason I state this is because in the document, I don't know who runs it, but it's not doing an amazing job at the moment. It still states that you must have.
No, I agree. I'm glad you brought this up. I'm glad you brought this up.
In all reality, there is people like Gigante who don't rock the gamer tags because they say it's roleplay, and they can't drive an armored car. But the Don in real life would always have an armored car regardless. He wouldn't have Don in front of his name, like it. I don't know why it isn't.
I mean, yeah, it doesn't make sense that like if you don't have the name, as long as like it should be as simple as this. Like
if you're
in the fucking chats,
it doesn't matter.
If you're in the chats and you're in the hierarchy chats and you're claimed as that rep for that family or that hierarchy member, then like it's verified through that. I mean, I wouldn't
we could
see
have someone with a non-mafia GT just driving around in that.
No. You're talking about not having Don in your fucking name or Doc in your name or Boss in your name.
Oh,
it's like
yeah. So I just don't want to see like a Fortnite shooter.
Back up. Here's the simplified version of it.
You can't go off of the Don and the Discord.
Scarfo.
No, I agree.
Yo, can I talk? Yo,
how come every time we speak, y'all like tell us to shut up? Like literally, we speak.
Not coming to meetings.
But yet when we come and we try to speak, y'all tell us to shut the fuck up.
Y'all do not just speak over me.
Rocco was in the middle of saying something.
The simplified version of the rule should simply be, and this is how it was voted on the first time, if you're in the hierarchy chat, the server, then you are granted permission to drive a armored car. And that does not include TOs. Just so we're clear.
So my thing
but the problem with that is now you're allowed to have foots. You don't have to have a rank to be in the Dons.
Yeah, because you can have reps in that.
That's due to your family. That's family based. So yeah, if you decide that you want to have a foot soldier, a brand new guy in the hierarchy chat, that's your fuck up. You know what I mean? That's
hold up. That being said, for the fans that do have more than a five-man hierarchy, what are the hierarchy gonna do that also is hierarchy without the gamer tag? It comes to the point of they're still hierarchy, so they should still be allowed to drive an armored car.
I agree with that, but okay, so then we need to look at what is actually hierarchy in this community, because that's a whole conversation for another time.
Reason being, I mean, at the end of the day, is street bus out? Like, that's usually how fams do it. It's usually, there's some fams that have a street bus, it's usually street bus out. So, I mean, if you're a street bus, underbus, some people have head bus or whatever.
Street bus, it should be hierarchy.
It's all dependent on the family.
I mean, it shouldn't be hierarchy, but that's their own fam. But
that's what I'm saying. Like, we can sit here and have our own definitions. I think that's why, however many reps you have in, what is it? Remind me. Like 5 or 3 now. It got changed recently.
It's 5.
So it is 5. I thought it was 5. Yeah. Anyway, so 5 people in an armored car in one session, that is more than enough. Like, you should be strategic about it.
It's like,
and
you can't.
I will
really
say,
sit there and limit it just to the people in the dungeon chat.
I think you should, because as speaking from a family, people say, oh, Rocco doesn't have a GT because it's roleplay. Dude, what you guys don't realize is I can't have a GT. They're all silvered. So that's why I don't have a GT.
Everyone knows who's who in Gigantes.
Well, and I will also say this: I drive an armored car, and I have the whole time, and nobody's ever submitted a DQ on it. So.
Yeah, it's just I didn't see it, and then fucking as soon as I got told about my guys said, "No, you ain't allowed to." That's why I brought it up, because
I appreciate you bringing it up.
Many people don't like having hierarchy gamer tags.
I think once again this kind of just goes into a personal how you do your things. Because me personally, I don't do rank gamer tags. I don't personally I don't do that. And like Rocco was saying, if you decided to put a foot soldier in hierarchy or whatever, then that's what we know as your guys' hierarchy. Then that's on you. That doesn't sound like my problem. If that guy.
I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, how it should be is everyone knows everyone's hierarchy. In that
I don't.
I mean, regardless, I think if you see a guy that doesn't have a hierarchy gamer tag and he's in the dungeon and an armored car, just clip it. Go and speak to the hierarchy.
But that's what I'm saying. So we should make it that the prerequisite for can you drive an armored car is, are you in the hierarchy server? If the answer is no, then you can't. So you put your hierarchy in that server.
Some people have more than like 5 hierarchy.
But that shouldn't be a thing. You realistically.
It shouldn't be a thing, but realistically, it's everyone.
So that's on them.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing too, though, is you should go from top. You should work your way from top to bottom. Right, yeah, like literally, if you want to be one of these families walking around with like 8 Dons, that's fine. You got 5 Dons, so you better get those 5 in the hierarchy chat, because at the same time we are only allowing 5 reps in the hierarchy and all Dons.
Yeah,
chat,
but
right?
like that's almost like restricting like only 5 hierarchy to do that thing. It's either all hierarchy should be allowed or none hierarchy at all. Like
I disagree.
We can't sit there and just.
I 100% disagree.
But there's no
5
way.
slots.
Hold on. There's no way to regulate it if you do that, because if you do that, then you're going to have people who are non-GT changes who are going to claim that when you whack them, they're foot soldiers, but they're still going to be in armored cars.
That is true.
I mean, there needs to be some way for us to regulate it, and the only way that you can confidently do that is through the Dawn server. I don't think there's even a question there.
Yeah, but then at the same time, it comes down to like people with the cancel and shit like that who technically ain't hierarchy, but then they'll drive them. Like,
so who cares? If I put, listen, I'm telling you straight up, I have a foot soldier in the hierarchy chat. Joe is a foot soldier. If this rule passes, I'm gonna get him out of the chat, and I'll get some of my hierarchy. It's not gonna be a big deal.
If we could turn around and use this as a method to get all the soldiers that ain't actually hierarchy out of the chat. I mean, I'm down with it at that point, but I'm at the same time, I'm still.
Well, I thought it said that in the fucking name.
Just look at it this way, dude. It's a trade-off. It's a trade-off because if this is something that we're serious about and we actually want people like hierarchy without hierarchy GTs to be able to drive these cars, it's much easier just to say only the people in that Discord server can drive them, other than having a headache every fucking time we catch a foot soldier in one, and then the TOs have to go through the whole thing, and then there has to be a dispute, and then there has to, like, it creates a cycle. It's much easier just to simply say only the people like. Yeah,
so but it's like, how is that going to affect TOs? I'm just saying.
But I don't do that. Like for some of our rules for people, we might just have it. Oh, you state your highest rank, and that's it.
I'm just making the argument because I mean I don't care about having more than 5. It's just I'm still looking at crews that will have more than 5. Having more than 5.
I say you go on and vote. I say you go on and vote for the original topic that was brought up, and then.
Well, no, but the topic was around. As Rocco stated, it was already.
I know.
Yeah, this was already voted on. Like, okay, so here, hold on. Why don't we vote it like this? Why don't we vote it? If you are in the All Dawn server, you can drive an armored car. If you aren't, then you can't. It's up to you to put your 5 most important people in the server. That's simple.
I agree.
Don't have it all hierarchy. Just have it. You have to be.
All right. So what about?
I've also just thought of a workaround.
What?
Yeah. What if he's a foot?
Well, that's what I'm saying. So.
Yeah. Well, now we're.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna.
In the Dawn server.
That's an L for them.
They're saying that's on the family doing it.
Why is this so quiet? It's
yeah, this is fucking awkward, bro.
Yo, go to the next topic or some shit.
Yeah, can we?
We're going back and forth.
Oh, well then, yeah, just put it back in the document video and we move on.
Okay.
Oh, well, hold on. Like, what are we putting back in the document? The original rule, which is what we were just going to vote on?
Yeah.
Okay, so...
gamer tags that are hierarchy are allowed to drive...
Okay, so, but the prerequisite to that was you had to be in the All Dawn server. That's what the requisite was.
Okay, so
right, and we'd be putting the original rule back.
Okay, so you want... Okay, so
the rules should be written out as this. I think I have it clear. There's a lot of debating going on. Holy shit. Okay, so if you are a hierarchy with no GT change, you have to be in the Discord server in order to have a armored car. Otherwise, you need to have the gamer tag.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how it should. Okay, cool. I got it.
Does anybody disagree? Does anybody disagree?
Jesus Christ, that was so much.
Next topic.
Come on, next topic. Jesus.
This is the community.
The next one, now Rocco, I don't know if you still want this because Pyro submitted this, but he wants it. Or no, I skipped one. Matthews, you submitted bring back the one key rule that's been a part of assassinations from day one. Leave the lobby after getting a hit.
That's my rule.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense that even got changed.
That's a Rocco rule. Oh, I'll speak on this because I was the reason that was originally implemented back in the community.
What?
It's
wait, what?
Yes, actually, no, legit. I was the one that gave that. Wait. What are you talking about? Early GTA 5, Genovese was not leaving the game for hits. One time they whacked Geo, and I said use it as an excuse that he didn't leave the game, came out and died, and in the next meeting he put it up and got a pass. That's my rule. Anyways, I don't want to argue that. We should talk with the rule.
Here wants it solidified.
Wait.
But it's. I don't actually think it should be.
If you whacked him, you'd still take it home, right, and then leave the game?
Yeah.
So the way. So for those who don't know, back in the day, when you used to get a whack, you couldn't just come back out. If you came back out without leaving and died, all your whacks would be fake for the rest of the lobby.
Way to solidify the whack was leaving the game.
A few years ago, when A-butting really became a thing and lagging out of lobbies, they decided to change it because lobbies were so laggy. And I actually, and don't crucify me here, fellas, but I actually think we should keep it the way it is because I think lobbies are so laggy and they're full that it's hard to get back into them.
It also makes sense too because I mean, understanding the fact that if you're gonna go out and find somebody and you whack them and you go back to your apartment, you know that I don't see. So in 4, that's what we had. That's why people carried it over in the beginning. I guess it got changed, and then I guess Rocco said that he brought it back. But so in 4, when you played 4, you had to leave the game. Now we have the apartment ability where you could just go back to your fucking apartment, solidify your fucking whack, and then you're back out and you're doing it again. I think the whole leaving the game and coming back bullshit's dumb anyways, because then you're getting back in the conversation of, did he join before me? Did he join after me? I don't know. And then you're causing way too much fucking distress.
But yeah, GTA lobbies are fucked these days regardless.
So, at the end of the day, whether they died, it's up to the people in the lobby to let you know whether somebody died or not. Because it could still be somebody that left the lobby and came back for another fucking hit. You gotta be paying attention to what's going on.
Oh, yo, 5'9".
Yeah, but I will say this. There's another part of it too. Like, I'm just gonna use an example here. Let's say I joined.
Programs like when I have problems get back in the lobby.
I joined a lobby on Frank, and I whack Frank, and I leave that lobby, right? And let's say Oakley Matthews joins after me, but I'm not in that lobby at the time. Did he join on me? And if I rejoin that game, can he whack me or can I whack him? Because I was in the lobby. He didn't technically join on me. But I was in there. Yeah, that's how it works. But then you're gonna have people who are gonna argue it, and it's not gonna be crystal clear. And they're gonna say I wasn't in there.
It's just an issue. Yeah, it's just gonna be a massive issue.
Then let's just get to it here. So is there anybody besides Frank that wants it to become a rule?
Jesus Christ.
It just causes issues. Like,
don't be giggling.
I just don't think it's
fair. That's you giggling.
Never hold your peace, man.
So it is just Frank that wants it.
All right, next topic.
Okay, Rocco, this is one I was referring to. Pyro said that invite-only sessions, if they're not a private free mode war, shouldn't count as exposures. Like, if you break a rule in them, they shouldn't count as an exposure.
That's always been a thing. If I join your invite-only lobby and you're sitting there on a oppressor, I joined your private game, that's not like an
already
exposure.
technically a rule, yeah.
Yeah, that is a rule. What? That was never a move. Like, if you join someone's private and they're doing their own thing, like if that's a them problem. Like,
that's like walking in somebody's house and they're naked and then reporting them for being nude in public.
You say naked?
I mean, that's a
what the fuck?
I mean, that's a weird thing.
What the hell? No, he's right. I'm going to somebody's house, they're naked.
So
you get arrested. It's bullshit.
And everybody here
so why do you report it in the first place?
That this should already be a thing.
Yes. It already is a thing and never got revoked.
Okay. Nobody disagrees. If not, then we're moving on.
Perfect.
Okay.
Semper Fi.
So now this was submitted by Avante because it's not actually in the rules. The second part isn't. This was Nino, so he's asked me to speak on it. They would request that last location whacks are illegal. These are whacks where you have a crew member in the lobby tell you where someone is, and you change your spawn to the last location to spawn beside them and kill them. It's very stupid.
This used to be a big part of the community back in the day.
With actual skill. He also requests that whacks and setups where you kick the individual out of a job and kill them.
That's still a thing.
Yeah, that's already a thing. Right? He asked you to put it in the rules, but I don't know if you did. What?
The whole last location, and like I love Nino, yeah, but the whole last location.
That's been a big part of the community forever.
That's strategy. Like, if I get my guy to last location, and you're not moving or whatever, and I catch you with your trousers down, you caught lacking. Like, it's not
your trousers.
Like,
not your. Yeah, you never let your trousers down, fellas.
Yeah, like I mean, at the end of the day, though, like
your pantaloons,
it shouldn't be a
fucking Yale pipe.
I see where Nino's coming from. He's talking about it in regards to the roleplay aspect of it, because in a sense, there's nobody that can just spawn right behind you. And be like,
yeah. So like, look. The whole point of this community is breaking. Yeah, you're literally breaking into a point of like saying like, oh, role play this, role play that. But you have to understand that we're organizing and creating rules for something that is like it's inevitable. You're going to spawn by someone at some point. So if you're fucking spawning randomly and you're just willingly going into a game knowing that you just got kicked or something like that, like that is something that you need to. You need to be aware of.
Listen. As a Dawn or hierarchy in this community, no offense to y'all, but y'all should not be caught lacking. I'm just gonna leave it there.
100%.
If you're sitting there and you get caught in a last location, that is a you problem. Like, just don't stop
that's something you're gonna have to personally reflect on. Don, you're about to get whacked, bro. Fuck you, Don.
Like,
sorry, my bad.
Alright, so does anybody think that this should be okay?
Rocco, that's so weird. You need some water for that. Cough's kind of out of
for real.
So, this is submitted by Dynasty, and he says, instead of having random or like representatives from each commissioner crew running the Dawn's tags, that the Blessing Council should be doing it.
Yes, because it seems like the same commission's running the tags.
So does that mean I would have to give up ownership?
What are you talking about? Renato has the tags right now.
Actually, Vito, I don't know why you're saying that because you have a commissioner spot in there as well, along with Sparrow, and we can.
Pretty much you're the owner, so
okay, all right. Let me say this. Let me say this. Okay.
Hold on.
Rocco, get your licks.
He said the same commission.
Who is the owner of the tags right now? Because I'm listed for some reason as. Okay. So very quickly, can you go confirm Pharaoh? And
yes.
Yeah, I mean I think the way it is now kind of works, but if you guys want it to be council, see, this is the issue. I don't want to give too much power to our council because I do not want this to get reformed. We don't want this. Like, please don't.
How about this?
It's not even that the council doesn't want it. We sit here and complain about the council, but give the council all these fucking things to do. It's like,
can I state something to the community here? Let me state one thing. I've tried my best to make sure that every family that deserves a that kind of control as commissioner over these Dawn's tags. I mean, those Dawn's tags is why we're able to get in this lobby right now. I've tried to spread it out very fairly to everybody in this community, and I think if you give it to council only, you're not only giving council more power, which is what people are complaining about, you're also removing people that do the fucking job. Vito.
I just think it should go to the one.
But you're talking about
I think Scarfo. Oh my fucking god, dude. Let me finish, please. Okay.
Hey,
let me. I'm just. All right. Anyway.
You're coming off the Scarfo every time you speak.
No, I'm just messing with it. I love Scarfo, but I can. If you want to get in there, if you want to get in the tags, I have no problem with getting you in there. Just don't be stupid with it. Just don't purge them and all that. That's it. I mean,
Jacob, maybe my advice to you is maybe just give it to like one head of a commission per thing, so everyone has like quote unquote power.
I can do that,
and then everyone can move on.
Not powered. It's just control.
We sit here and we give the Blessing Council all these fucking things to do, and then we complain about them. Like, why?
Yeah.
We don't want it.
I know. I understand that. I understand that. I will
have every commission. Have every commission send
Blessing Council.
I will give every commission. Just give.
Jacob.
Yes.
Hold up. I also will state this: if your commission proceeds to purge it in if they purge it. Then that should be a punishment, unless unless they went rogue, whatever.
No, right,
so I'll give it one head of the commission from every commission will have a commissioner spot in these tags. Just don't purge it, don't act stupid.
If they purge it with like say they purge it and leave a crew, their crew shouldn't get a punishment. By the end of the day, like if they purge it and still remain, that crew should get a punishment. But we'll get to the punishment point down the line. There's no point sitting in now.
That's fine. I agree with that. So that's what's gonna happen.
For fucking 9 hours.
Alright. We'll move on to the next topic here. How
many more topics do we have to go? Just curious before you get into it.
They're not going to tell you.
732.
There's not that many more. There's one.
Okay, cool. Just because it is. Okay.
Make sure you time.
Okay, cool. No problem.
So now, I mean, this is mainly up to everybody here, but so Don Vic Sangano has requested, and it's in the document. I don't have the image file saved. That we make this emblem that he put here, the Don's emblem.
Dope.
I will copy and drag it straight into the main chat.
Please do that, because I was already thinking about getting one
to make
made.
an emblem for what?
That being said, I don't think that should be a strict vote. I think that should just be a yes or no. Like, if we all sound like we're agreeing, and yeah, but at the same time, Singano, since you're putting up this topic, I hope you uploaded it.
Can I be honest? Can I be honest? Can I be honest with you guys? I don't mean to like shit on the emblem, but it's
pointless. It's definitely not gas, bro.
It's better than what's there.
Yeah, it is better than what's there, but you have to pay to get it done.
You guys are fucking awful people.
Y'all ain't got
all of you guys.
I already have one on the way right now, so just.
You guys are fucked.
I'm just tired of seeing that question mark.
Let's stay on task.
Yo, this man worked day in, day out. He was like, yeah, they're gonna love this.
Then let's leave it at this, okay?
Straight up.
If Vic wants it to be the emblem, and maybe we can post a vote in the Don's chat itself.
Yeah, I need that jacket, G.
He can pay to upload that, and we'll just leave it.
Yeah, man. Just put that to the Don's chat. This doesn't mean it needs to be a Don's meeting topic.
I mean,
Skelly and Matthews, get over here. Come on.
I say we
having a
next
chat.
topic this.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
Next topic.
Alright, Vinny, get to the next topic.
Damn, bro. I'm not gonna invite the sorry, see how it is.
Oh, shit!
Move that. Oh, Jesus Christ.
9/11.
Okay, so this is by Monte, and I don't fully know if this is a vote or mainly just a discussion, but Nino said that we should stop blacklisting people for fake whacking or something stupid, and the majority of things apart from booting, freezing, etc.
If you get your ass
if we start blacklisting people because they fake
I got you.
the community will go dead. Find different punishments such as suspension for a certain period of time.
This leads kind of back to the Cody topic in all reality. We didn't blacklist Venereal, so, I mean, kind of the thing, we're not really blacklisting people over fake whacking. We're going to the leader first.
Right.
Like, you're not instant blacklist over fake whacking. Like, there's gonna be time to change.
Right,
if you continue on time after time, then at that point, yeah, maybe go to a blacklist, but that's just because, they're continuously breaking rules.
Alright,
that's like me.
Yeah, you gotta dip out of here because we can't hear it. Alright.
So I don't personally have the proof for this because it was submitted by a few people. There's specifically mainly Romini. You'd have to ask them in the chat, but I did see a few of the videos that they posted in the exposures. They want to say that Mariano should be talked about. They've been up for about 2 weeks and have already cheated against half the community. Mind you, those are the people. Oh, did they?
Yeah, they've shut down already.
They've shut down.
Oh, next topic.
Yep, next. So this was by Scavo, and he can't be here to speak on it, but I figure everybody would love this one. So the first one here is to unblacklist KTG. Now, I myself spoke to KTG on Instagram. I went to the council, but nobody ever actually got back to me on that. He would have liked to been here to plead his case.
I messaged you back.
Okay, KTG has been constantly hitting up Skeletto to represent him at these meetings. Now, what I can say is, from what he says, I mean, he stopped everything, and he mainly blamed Axel. Apparently, Axel continues to do this shit with the booting and all that shit. So I don't.
Yeah, I agree.
I think KTG is on his cut.
I can't provide proof. I mean, I can get it, but he was only threatening to hit off the Lucian crime family when I was in there, not even 2 months back.
Who was this?
KTG.
Okay, well, if that's the case...
KTG as a person, in my experience, is quite a two-faced person. I don't think I could trust what he says for shit. He joined a party, he joined one of my parties a few months ago, just when I was vibing, took a picture of it, sent it to Jacob, and tried to say I was trying to get him set up. Or something like that. I can't remember what it was.
That is very true. That is very true.
He's two-faced. Everything he says has either something hidden on the other side of the coin, or it's just a straight-up lie.
Are we all agreeing to leave this as is?
Yeah, next topic.
Achoo!
Same with Axel, I assume.
Yeah, Axel.
Yeah.
Fuck,
he's even worse.
Yeah.
Right.
Now this is the very last topic here, and it is to unblacklist Vetrano, and it has been 3 months.
Oh, I'll start off.
Skip it.
Wait, who submitted it? Who submitted it? Who submitted it? Ooh, good. Deus, do you want to talk about it?
Oh no, he's in my car.
There's multiple different people that have brought it up. I wasn't the only
one.
Okay. But you were the one that submitted it.
You're the one that submitted it this month, so can you speak on it now?
Pause. Do you want to speak on it?
I mean, you seem like you need to say something, so you can.
Good. I'll throw the ball up and I'll knock this shit out of the park. Because, Gigante is very worried, so I have to, make sure they stay blacklisted. Get the fuck out of here. All right.
Noises, man.
Let's hold on here. Let's back up. Let's back up 3 years. We get Vetrano blacklisted because they're booting. Okay? They come back. We say, okay, Vetrano, come be nice. They put a man who got blacklisted himself for booting, has very openly doxed people as they don. Then they get blacklisted again. Then they come back. Their consigliere, Ralphie, gets exposed asking to dox people. Nero, who's one of their dons at the time, gets exposed for booting. Cody, who was in and out, was booting while he was in there, and he had a gentleman under the name of Devils who was doing the same. There was also other instances, and we can go back and we can go through the chats if you'd like, find the proof, where they were keeping logs of different IPs and different addresses of people's houses.
I mean, they've even came out to admit that they used to slam Lucio off him as well. Like, I mean,
who's gonna be running this
Remy has been.
Version?
Hold on. Let's back up. I got lots more to say.
Okay.
I spoke privately to Remy, who we all know is a previous don there, and who has been very open. I wish he could be here, but unfortunately, Remy isn't allowed. You guys can talk to him after this meeting. You have, the hours to vote. Remy has been very open and speaking about how Vetrano was very open to allowing booting. There was several people that were booting in that family where they would go get in wars and boot people just out of it. So this isn't a situation where anybody's scared of anybody. This isn't a situation where this is going to bring back activity. I hear even my guys saying that, it's going to bring back activity. No. It will temporarily bring people who are already in this community back to Vetrano, but then we're going to have to deal with the same booting. I, for one, am not going to ever vote to unblacklist a family that 3 times prior has been blacklisted for booting and doxing. Additionally, many of you got messages from Cody a few weeks ago, and he had meetings with several of you to talk about getting unblacklisted. Renato had a private meeting with him. It lasted over an hour. I have the voice recordings. His original plan was to have him and Vaughn, whoever that is, run it. He then admitted that, in fact, Nero and Rob were going to come back and ghost run the family when he was planned to propose the rule as, hey, they're not going to have anything to do with it. They were the ones that were caught booting. These are people who cannot be trusted. These are people that time and time we have blacklisted them, and I, for one, am not going to let it happen. If you guys want to bring them back, sure. But there is no excuse that they cannot just go start a new family like they did Avachi. They are not individually blacklisted, and I ask you guys, why aren't they doing that?
That's another thing.
If they care so much about this community, why are they not starting a new family?
They can sit there and they can just go back to Rizici if need be, which is also a real old name. Like they have names to go back to and to star. Like there's no. They get blacklisted every time. They got blacklisted in 2019.
Also, we literally just blacklisted their don in this meeting.
So are we talking about blacklisting forever?
They are, it should be forever.
They are currently
okay, so then I, for one, if that's what you're proposing, Rocco, then
I'm not proposing anything. They're
they're just currently blacklisted.
He said no.
Right, that's what I'm saying. They're asking to be unblacklisted.
Yeah, currently.
So is a vote to unblacklist them?
No, this is the vote to unblacklist them. Rocco was just stating why he isn't gonna vote yes.
So then, does anybody besides Dynasty think that they should be allowed to come back under the Vetrano name?
Depends on who.
Nah, they have Even when Who Runs It, Nero is one of the godfathers. Rob really doesn't play like that as a leader role. He just, plays the game at the end of the day. It's like they let in all these mass numbers, flakes the hundreds, and then get blacklisted because they've let in so many cheaters. But there's no point. It's gonna be the exact same recurrence. Every time Retronals came back recently, it's been the exact same thing. History repeats itself.
Right.
Nothing's gonna
change. And like you know, Rocco stated, there's nothing stopping them from just going and starting another name. It's just this name's been 3 times
to be honest,
now,
if they
blacklisted themselves. So
if they start another name, stay legit for about a year. I mean, maybe like the Retronal name itself could get on blacklisted, but they have to do time on another name. Like right now they're all spread out.
They don't care. Like the name, fuck the name, dude. Like the name's done. If they wanted to come back to the community, they could. Like that name is not that big of a deal.
They're still currently in the community. Like they haven't left. They just want the name.
I know, that's what I'm saying. If they want to create something, like you guys said previously, there's so many names you can choose of. Fuck it. It's open and shut.
Then we will leave that as is.
I don't understand why this keeps getting submitted every 3 months. Like we got to have the same tired old conversation.
Yeah,
so Rocco is holding them down. Rocco is killed.
In all reality, there's no reason to go over it though, because I mean, what's the point in blacklisting them if they're just gonna come back in 3 months and we let them, unblacklist and then they fuck up, we blacklist them again. This is the 3rd time they've been blacklisted. I don't know if you guys know the old rule, but 3 strikes and you're out. Fuck it.
Hold on, my other thing is why is other people like Dynasty? You're my boy, but why is other people submitting to bring them back and not them themselves? Yeah, it's not hard to get in that dunce chat. It's not hard to contact Roberto Retronal. Like, why isn't he bringing it back up himself? Why isn't he here currently?
Dude, like they do not give a fuck. They don't give a fuck.
The principle.
No, I get your meaning, Dynasty. It's just I'd rather much Roberto Retronal come here himself and preach why he should be on blacklisted.
Yeah, I got a question for you, Dynasty. What does Easy think about that? Talk to Matt about it.
I have not talked to Matt about that.
Well, he didn't enjoy getting hit off the entire time we were fighting them.
That's true.
Okay, so we're gonna shut this before shit gets weird.
Yeah, there's no actual Retronals to come here and back them, so let's just
Matthews, I hear you giggling back there. Shush.
This conversation.
Cut your shit
Exposed.
What do you say, Benny?
Anyways,
That's the last topic. So then that would conclude the meeting.
Wow, record fucking time.
I was literally on a roller coaster with dudes the whole meeting.
Hooray, that was so
Can we have a discussion that was put off?
What discussion?
How many people's in the Blessing Council currently?
Like
how many families?
Like 6 or 7.
I don't
know because they lost 3.
I think there's 4 fams currently.
Oh, 4 fams.
5. Let's just go with 5. All right.
Okay, hold on. Is this a meeting conversation or is this an off the record meeting over?
Well, no, it was a meeting conversation that we pushed back, but it's all good. Everybody's turning. It's not the topic. It's good.
Okay. Submit it at the next meeting. We'll talk about it. If Ramini, does proper topics. Cause I haven't eaten fucking food all day. I'm in this goddamn fucking meeting.
They gotta wait 3 months before they go to one, don't they?
Alright, well, since me and
Hold on a minute. Hold on. Yeah, Ramini can't host the next meeting. They gotta wait 3.
Sorry, yeah, I forgot. My bad.
Alright, well, since the meeting's over, I'll catch all you lads in a bit.
Alright.
Oh wait, who's hosting this?
I will give
Rocco Ramini.
I will give you guys all the who are in my apartment. You can leave first. I won't put you all outside, so please hurry up and leave so I can get the fuck out of here.
Rocker, can you invite me to the party?
Yes, I mean, I'm Mook, not on this account.
Okay.
I hope everyone's happy.